kick you out if she ever knew about all the you tell me that you do. Dirty, dirty boy. You know everyone is talking on the scene. I hear them whispering about the places that you've been and how you don't know how to keep your business clean.
Drop the attic, give me love, give me Fendi, my Balenciaga daddy. You gon' need to bag it up, cause I'm spending on Rodeo. You can wish me back it up, I'll be gone in the AM. He got me Prada, got me Miu Miu like Rihanna. He always want me cause I never cost me drama. And when you want it, baby, I know I got you covered. And when you need it, baby, just jump under the covers.
Oh, that goes.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go.
Oh, sorry, got delayed. Hey guys, hey, sorry, I am so sorry. Oh boy, we're off to a great start, aren't we? It's my 200 lesson, but hey everyone, welcome to the 200th lesson of Pro Teachers Do. First, I want to thank Tristan for hosting all this. I'm too much of a cheapskate to be able to pay for both Restream and StreamYard at the same time.
Ooh.
At least I'm owning up to it. But right now,
I never mind.
But yeah, we have right and to my left, we have Ingrid.
Hello, pretty lady.
Yep. To my right, we have Joseph. We have Joseph, and we have Tavia and Raymond.
Wait, did you just call him Joseph?
Did you just call me Joseph?
You just called him Joseph.
I just saw Joseph in the pop up in the chair.
I'm out.
I am off to a great start today, aren't I? Jeremy, that guy.
There we go.
Yep, and Raymond, and off screen we have, of course, and the lovely hostess Tristan.
Hello, everyone. I'm super excited. I'm not gonna lie here. I started reading Planetary a long time ago, so I'm not as new to this one, but I'm in for the ride.
Yep, and we also have Carrie is off screen.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Yep. And has anyone else popped in?
Let me double check, but no, I think we are good.
All right. Well, yep, and we might have other people popping in as we go through. But for right now, for my 200th lesson, we are going to be going over Planetary, Warren Ellis's sister series to the Authority, and a book he said was a celebration of 100 years of comics, where he goes over and this makes a reference to. So, Tavia, is that you? Is that noise on your end?
He's still on his phone. He's got home, so.
Tavia, are you eating ribs or something?
Tavia, mute your end for a moment. All right, just mute your end for a moment. All right, Tavia. But okay. But yeah, and it is a great book. 27 issues, a preview issue, and 3 crossover books. One with the Authority, where they never actually interact with each other. They just deal with the same threat at the same time. One with the Justice League, which is in Elseworlds, and one was Batman, which was actually supposed to be an actual chapter in the book. But then when DC said, hey, you want to do something with Batman, he reworked it to actually fit in with the character. And the main three characters we see on the front are Elijah Snow, Jakita Wagner, and the drummer. That's his name, the drummer.
Nice.
Yep. And this is a very, very interesting book and great artwork by John Cassaday. He is best known for working on this and Astonishing X-Men with Joss Whedon. So yeah, let's just dive right in, shall we? As we open up, starting in DC Universe, we open up right away.
Oh my God, Robert, I've read all of this. I just realized it.
All of it? Every issue?
I don't think every issue, but now that I'm looking, yeah.
Okay,
I'm going to pretend I know nothing, I promise.
Okay, Tris, there's going to be given everything in this book, and if you didn't finish it, there's going to be a lot of stuff you don't
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You open it up, and I'm like, shit. As you're saying their names, I'm like, shit.
Again, that's fine. You don't know where the rest is going, though. Remember, we're covering everything.
That's fair. There we go.
Yep. But we open up in a diner, right in the middle of the desert, just in the middle of nowhere. Coffee tastes like your dog took a leak in it. Dog's got to go somewhere. You don't like it, you get out. Goddamn air conditioners always freaks out when you come in. Is it cold in here then? I don't really feel the weather. That's Jakita right there, and we'll find out later. She has strength, speed, and durability. Hence why she's not feeling the cold. And basically, she comes in, meets up with Elijah, who's, as far as we know by this point, he's around 100 years old. He is what we will later find out is a century baby. Babies that were born literally on January 1st, 1900 at midnight.
100 years old?
Yeah, well, he's not there. He's not at 100 yet. He's getting there, though, because it is still set around 1999-ish. And basically, she arranged to meet up with him. Of course, he says, explain to me why I shouldn't kill you. Explain to me why I shouldn't kill you right now. Is that why you agreed to meet me, Mr. Snow? To kill me? Maybe. And she just comes up to him and makes an offer to him, basically saying how, I have a job for you. It pays $1 million a year for the rest of your life, no matter how long you work for us, no matter how long your life turns out to be.
I'm in.
Yep, we'll wipe whatever record of your existence remains. And in return, we want the exclusive use of your talent, your memories, your experience. You have an idea of what's really been going on this century, the secret history. Help us uncover the rest. That's the job. Anything? Yeah, get her a coffee, one just like mine. So, yeah, basically then she basically tells him the offer of, you can go right back into that diner and drink and that swill and eat that crap until you eventually die of renal failure and flatulence, or you can take a small chance and have a life. Like get a job or drink coffee flavored with dog urine for all eternity. Tough one. And then we see he's been got a new suit and everything. Look at these digs he's got. Unlimited room service, time on his own, and a platinum card in his pocket.
Those are some baggy pants.
But yeah, so of course when he asks her who's paying for it, we are. Well, Planetary is the organization. So basically, she explains about there's the fourth man who pays for everything. She said we don't know who he is. No one does. So and of course he then asks, what happened to the last third man then, the one before me? I'll tell you some other time when we worked it out for ourselves. Then she introduces him to the drummer, who he's crazy. And he talks to machines. And do they talk back to him, or do the psychotics stop him from sucking television sets? It's his talent. Machines do as he says, but he's nuts. What's the word, drums? Adirondacks. Basically, and tells them that, and basically says there's this secret place hidden in the mountains. That's going to be their first mission going over there to check it out. And well, they fly on over there as they're talking about, basically saying by the 30, and she's talking about a guy named Doc Brass or Dr. Axel Brass. Yep, this is a play off of Doc Savage. This is what I mean by the celebration of 100 years. We're going to get a lot of XPs on characters. In this case, the pulp heroes. She gives a bit of a rundown. Very impressive stuff about Brass.
Wait. Is the drummer an XP for Jack Hawksmoor?
No. None of these guys, and the Planetary themselves are not the XPs.
Okay.
It's anyone else they're going to run into that are the XPs.
Gotcha. So
Okay.
Wildstorm? I'm confused.
Yeah, this is in Wildstorm, yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Of course, though, like, don't piss her off. It's amazing how you can talk for ages, but not actually say one goddamn thing I understand. How do you do that? Don't piss her off, man. And why? Because she can drop kick a rhino over the Grand Canyon, and I can shove these so far up your butt, you'll be able to taste them when you cough. No wonder you spend most of your life on your own, man. Only way I can be guaranteed a useful conversation. Of course, then he starts climbing down. She just jumps right down. Can you really drop kick a rhino across the Grand Canyon? Tried it with an old man who irritated the crap out of me, and it worked. Might work with a rhino. So yeah, they basically bring themselves in there, and they find all these hidden, things like the Vulcanian Raven God, among others.
That's pretty slick looking.
Yep, yes. And they make their way in there, and there's Doc Brass. I'm Axel Brass. You damn well better be the good guys. And he basically explains how he's been alive since 1945. He eliminated the need for food and sleep in 1942, stopped aging in 43, and learned to close wounds with the power of his mind in 44. So he starts to explain about himself, about how in January of 45, he and a group of these others, of this other group of pulp heroes, had met up. We got Fu Manchu, the Spirit, they did what they're the XPs of course. The Shadow, Tarzan, etc. And basically they were working together to make a supercomputer, one that can map something known as the snowflake, and which is actually the multiverse. It's a projection of the multiverse, and everything in between these universes rests the bleed.
Okay.
But eventually though, something sensed them. So as he's explaining it all, that now his legs have withered up because they got trashed all those long ago. He's been doing protecting his blade for about almost 50 years. But yeah, so it turns out the whole place is a supercomputer. All this built in the 40s.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Yep. But it turns out they were met. This is way back then by an XP of the Justice League. So basically, this notion is the idea of the Justice League the superheroes showing up and attacking the pulp heroes. And they were able to push everyone back and take them all out. Only I survived. We nearly destroyed the world, and so we had to save it. But saving it destroyed us, and I couldn't switch the brain off, so I couldn't leave it. I had to stay here, stay awake in case someone else comes through. I figured the year must be 1970 or thereabouts. How am I doing? A bit off. But yeah, so basically it feels like good job well done. They got a quantum computer built during World War II by a secret society of superhumans whom we didn't know exist, plus their hidden headquarters. We did okay. It's a strange world. Let's keep it this way. Nice starting point, wouldn't you say? We're introduced to the characters. A lot of mystery being set up, but also some very intriguing storytelling points, wouldn't you all say?
Mm-hmm. I'm interested.
Anyone else?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no,
I got nothing.
Of course.
So
I'm. No, you're fine, Tavia. I am interested. I like these guys. I did not even realize when I originally read it that those were XPs of
the pulp heroes.
Yeah, I mean, I realized the Shadow was just about the same, but
yeah, exactly. And yeah. So let's move on to the next issue. Crap. That's one thing I hate about when it comes to DC Universe. It's trying to keep pushing on Ultra on me, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's an annoying.
Makes it a pain in the butt when I'm trying to stream. After I go to the first issue, bam! You're interested in Ultra? No, I'm not interested in Ultra.
Well, there's Hooper. Hooper, I do what you're down to try to trade paperback just like that.
Well, anyway, we're now
Anyways.
following a Japanese crew. Oh, it does us good to have our genitals frozen into small blue dead things. What?
Wait.
Huh? Why? I don't get the joke.
I don't get it
31
either. That was
hours.
random. That was
31
random.
hours. So, I'm not surprised.
But yeah, but basically he's leading them there to Japan. Not Japan, an island of Japan. As they're he's pontificating to all of them, seeing himself a master storyteller. But then they find the remains of a giant moth. This issue is about the rise and fall of the kaiju.
Is that
Oh my God,
Mothra?
Mothra!
Is that
That's
Mothra?
Yeah,
That's
Mothra?
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yes, that is an XP of Mothra.
Cool.
We then see Planetary, the group show up in their Tokyo group. And basically, yeah, welcome to Tokyo. And yeah, he's the chief, and they meet the chief of the station. I don't feel like a new guy. You don't look much like one either. So basically,
guy?
then, what? Oh no, he's the leader of this portion of Planetary. And he's basically told of a place called, I don't know. Okay, this weird guy here, shaking hands with Elijah. His name is Shinya. He is the leader because there's different HQs for Planetary across the world. He's the leader of the one in Japan.
So kind of a shield, basically, or like a sword.
Yeah, something like that, but not really, not exactly.
Not
I mean,
really,
in the
no.
first cover, they said they were the astronauts of the impossible.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're talking a bit about Island Zero, and apparently Elijah knows and knows Japanese, since that's what that's supposed to be. Now, if you didn't notice, we have no idea yet about Elijah's powers, but every time we've been getting hints about saying it gets cold around him. We're going to find out about his powers later.
Yeah.
But yeah,
speaking of Planetary, sorry to interrupt, but did Planetary have to I think Midnight Apollo or is it the Authority or see them in this book?
No. You will see them in the crossover, but no, and this mostly stays self-contained, but it's still in its own universe.
That's cool. King Ghidorah.
Yep, that's what to be King Ghidorah, and then but yeah, they're heading on over. Elijah takes a smoke and just nonchalantly tosses him a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked. I have one every couple of years. Me too. How did you know? I'll tell you another time. Maybe. Kind of throwing back in what she told him last time.
Nice.
We're landing. Like, you need a coat there? And yeah, so they head down there, and there's Mothra again. And, Godzilla!
Godzilla! No!
Yep,
how
sadly,
could they?
How could they?
well, again, this is the XP for Godzilla. And basically, we're going by the X-File notion of the government knew about these things and then made fictional versions of them to hide the truths.
Of course they did.
So this is the inspiration for Godzilla.
So not the real Godzilla.
No. But yeah, this guy isn't crazy. He's basically saying, no, eat it. And none of them want to eat it. They head on over there just as some weird military force had shown up ready to arrest the Japanese. And the one guy shoots a bunch of nerve gas that kills them all. The gas is heading towards Elijah, towards Snow. And Jakita's even saying, move, I'll kill you. And, well, he uses his cold to basically solidify the gas.
Yep. Oh, she's a speedster?
No, she's just super fast for a human.
Oh.
So she's not a speedster. She's able to run at peak human speed.
Hello, Saggy.
Hey, Saggy.
Oh, I
Hi,
was
Saggy.
Welcome aboard, Saggy. We're going over Planetary. It's what we're celebrating today.
nice. I have no clue what that is because I'm not a comic book buff.
Well, that's the whole point. You're here to learn.
Yep. Oh, Saggy. Speaking of it, I watched the Demon Slayer movie. I watched that today.
The what?
The Demon Slayer. You know what I mean?
Demon Slayer movie. The Demon Slayer movie.
Oh yeah.
Is that the train one?
No. It's a new one. Well,
Okay.
kinda.
Okay.
You know what? No, we're
Yeah,
We're going off the course.
Yeah, we're going off course. But yeah, So yeah, basically they realize now they need to hide this up. They start to theorize about things. There's a whole lot of dialogue I can go over, but this would make this like 5 hours long if I did that.
Yeah, so we gotta speed this along.
That's why the whole thing's a summary. This is similar to what I did with my Just Imagine Stanley creating the DC Universe. I'm giving summaries of everything here. But
Yeah,
basically,
great.
yep. Oh, if that turned out, Rodan is still alive.
At least one of them is.
Yay!
Yep. I thought you said they died off. I did. Isn't that great? But now this one's going to deal a bit with ghost stories.
Ooh.
With a little bit of the Spectre as well.
Cool.
Spectre.
Yeah, because we're seeing this one dirty cop. Now, this is in Hong Kong now. Money to make drugs and money to make drugs to take, whores to kill. Hong Kong is so kind to me. So, yeah, he's driving on up. We see this ghost cop is there. Police. They don't buy. They think just run him on down. Yeah, he goes right through it, but he's still able to kill them.
Oh boy!
That's a nifty trick.
Yep. And then there's that other cop. It's like, no. Just keeps on following him. I'm not scared. Never seen so much blood. Shoots a fire bullet. Oh!
Oh, that's rough.
Yep. I'll be damned. All that Weekly World News crap the locals in office sent us. All that gibberish about the Phantom Cop of Hong Kong. Did you see that? That was incredible. Real life ghosty. Cool. So yeah, they meet up with a member of the Hong Kong team. Now, I should point out that Jakita claims she's been on the team for 4 years. But this woman says she's been on there for 6 years. To which she even said, you said you saw Planetary maybe was only 4 years old. I know. Never met anyone who's admitted to being part of Planetary for longer than 4.
So she lied.
No, well, trust me, there's more to it. Yes, Jakita is keeping secrets, but she's also covering it pretty well by claiming, like, well, I didn't know.
Yep.
Withholding information and still lying.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, basically they're explaining a bit more about, the cops and everything, who got killed and all that, and yeah, but then the drummer, he senses something underground, and it's basically the afterlife, or as he likes to look at it as a huge hard drive of the gods.
Wait,
Oh, damn.
That's basically where all of our souls go to, and we're like a hard drive.
So there's no heaven or hell, it's more basically.
It's up to it's up
Solid
to,
state and
yeah.
Yeah.
Who did the art for this?
What?
Who did the art for this?
Oh, John Cassaday.
It's beautiful.
It
It's
is.
so beautiful.
Very
yeah, then-
evocative.
Yep, and then the ghost
very
shows up.
Cthulhu.
Yep, but like I said, the ghost shows up, and basically, it's God. It's the only word for it that fits. It's unimaginably huge. It is an object with more than 100,000 different angels. 196,833. Maybe. Shut up, boy. So basically, he reveals that he killed that cop, or that cop he had killed with the fire bullet was his partner, one of those who was responsible for his death. And when they killed him around his area, he became the Phantom Cop. And he will continue to be the Phantom Cop until someone else dies in the same way, wanting vengeance to take over for him.
Wait, this is Spectre. This is
No.
Ghost Rider.
No,
He's
well,
a Spectre.
it's a bit of the Spectre because he is a ghost,
Yeah.
and he
That's
is
true,
going
yeah.
for vengeance.
Crow.
Yeah, true, yeah.
A bit of Crow, a bit of that,
Yeah.
Oh, and
of
look
course.
at Jakita, what Jakita
shit.
just did.
Look at
Oh,
him.
boy, oh, boy.
Yep.
Yep, that's
That's
why.
so badass.
Yep, but no, it's more the concept of the Spectre because apparently God chose him for this position.
Gotcha.
So that's where it's like the Spectre. But yeah, basically then he basically explains, lists all of his crimes, and everything. How happy do you think I am? I had a girlfriend, I had a job, I had a life, and now all I have to look forward to is killing scum like you until some other poor bastard gets betrayed and wasted here and takes over for me. Why are you so scared, Mock? And this is all Chi Wei and Chi Wei. Chi Wei never shot an unarmed man, never put bullets in a criminal's back. Good old Chi-Wei. People came
Bam.
looking for a mystery, but there is none. There's just us. Did he say justice? No, just us.
Together, we can be justice.
Yep. Now this one gives it a bit of a Shazam XP.
Cut them over. Yay.
Yep.
I love cut them over.
So yeah, apparently a building had gotten blown up. A building that belongs to an organization known as the Hark organization. We'll find out about them more later. But her best private investigator, Mr. Wilder, is being sent down there to investigate. But while down there, he sees a mugging going on. Chases the guy. All the while, Planetary is down there. They're trying to get everything cleared away. But the guy Wilder chases the guy. The guy goes around this weird lightning bolt thing. But Wilder jumps on it, and then he's transported away.
Of
course. I wasn't expecting that. Whoa, look at this.
What the heck is that? Okay.
We later find out this is a shift ship, like Carrier from the Authority. A ship that's meant for designing for traversing the multiverse.
Or like Bunny from Superman.
Bonnie.
From what?
Superman versus
Superman.
To a degree. Bunny was an XP of Carrier.
Yeah. Delete. No, I'm a delete.
Yeah, I know. But of course, Drummer, why isn't this damn thing working? I don't know, Drummer. Maybe it doesn't need you because it already has a pet living fart. And Drone, for God's sake, get off that and find. But then soon the guy is brought back with a giant lightning bolt insignia on him. He's staying in the same light that Brass is at. Good morning, Mr. Wilder. How are you feeling? My name's Jakita Wagner. This is Elijah Snow and the drummer. We met about 5 days ago in the Hark Building bomb site, though you probably won't remember that too clearly. Basically, he explains how while he was on board there, he remembers everything. On board, he met up with this weird sent alien AI on board the ship that was speaking to him. And basically saying, like, he explains about the multiverse, how they shipwrecked, how they were traversing the snowflake. But there was an accident. They crashed, and apparently they're responsible for the deaths of the dinosaurs.
Of
Oh,
course.
fantastic.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, look how big the ship is.
That ship is huge. It's going to comet.
Yeah, exactly. But basically they're saying they're trapped here, so they need a pilot. They want to go home. Will you help me? So, of course, he said yes. They stuffed in a whole bunch of alien stuff into him. And basically, they want to see the ship. So he actually transforms to take them there.
That's not we cut the most story.
No, but it's the whole idea of the lightning bolt and the transformation.
That's true, yeah, but they'll get into their own spin on with science fiction.
Well, yeah, again, this is not meant to be, they're not all meant to be exactly like their originals.
That's true, yeah, because I think Black Hammer does that thing as well.
Yeah, but yeah, basically they're showing around, and one thing I should point about Jakita, part of the reason why she joined Planetary is she gets bored easily, and this is one of the places that allows her to not be bored.
Of course.
So yeah, she's so fascinated by all this, but she chooses to stick around with Planetary still, and they will choose to find anyone who could be their crew. Poor bastard has his body crammed in with alien material and agrees to spend his life convincing 6 other people to do the same. So the lost ship can get home. And she just wanted to play tourist in the same place and he gave up being human. Don't know what's the bigger threat to my life and sanity, the planet or Planetary. Oh, and that's the one other thing. At first, she was saying the Planetary has only an investigative mandate, but Elijah just butts in saying, Mr. Wilder, Planetary is mostly an investigative, unreactive, plotting operation. It's true. It's also a fantastically rich one. And what Miss Wagner is trying to say is, we'd be delighted to provide you with whatever you need for as long as you need it. So he makes the job offer. Now, look at the look on Drummer and Jakita. They're know
smiling.
something.
Yeah, they know something up. Do they know this guy can't be trusted? I feel like he's going to betray the team.
Again, you'll find out. But yeah, now we're going to get a bit more details about Brass as Elijah meets up with him, and this is where we find out about both of them being century babies.
Okay.
Now, I should also point out Jenny Spark from the Authority is a century baby.
Okay.
She is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Yep. So yeah, she was a century baby, and now it's not like they're all set to die when the new century comes around. Jenny felt she was because she was the spirit of her century.
Yeah.
But not only that though, but they are not immortal. They basically stop aging at a certain point, and I think they are age-wise immortal, but they can still die.
Wait, did it all go to Jane Quantum as well?
Jenny Quantum is the next century's century baby.
Okay, what happened to the previous and it was Jenny?
No, Jenny Spark was the previous one.
Out.
Jenny Spark. She died at the end of Ellis's run, right on in the new year of the year 2000. Right then, Jenny Quantum was born at midnight.
Which was to Mark Miller, the 40 book.
Well, yeah, that's when he took over, but that was something that Ellis left over for Millar to utilize.
Yeah, which is kind of a mistake in my opinion, but at that point.
Right. But yeah, so basically, yeah, talking a bit about the Hart Corporation. Now, of course, because it's like pulp, we're getting all this writing stuff. We basically find, and yeah, they bring about
Jenny Sparks.
Yeah, about Jenny Sparks a little bit. Haven't thought of her, and I remember first meeting her. She spent the 30s in New York. You know, that strange little English girl in the dark, all in white. Only met her once. It was John Cumberland. John Cumberland. My God, there was a brave man. Basically, they're talking about other century babies they met. Apparently,
Homelander?
No, it's not.
He looks at Homelander, kind of.
Tavia, please.
Sorry.
Got him.
First of all, this is before the boy. This is before the boys, and the boys with that dynamite.
That's true. Yeah.
Still.
All right, this is long before the boys. This was in and this started in 1999.
Oh yeah, the boy came in Nerd Events. My bad.
Yeah. Besides, but yeah, so we're getting again more references to the pulp stuff and everything. As they're talking, they bring about the Hart Corporation, which was actually one of their members was Hark. That was the Fu Manchu type guy, and that's his daughter is Anna Hark. That's the one that had hired Wilder.
What?
The one, okay, she's the one running the corporation currently. All right, her father was part of Brass's organization. And children of century babies can inherit great abilities too. Oh,
Wait. I'm confused. So
Okay,
children can inherit century baby. I'm lost.
Okay, a century baby is born January 1st of the century. In their cases, 1900. And one of them was named Hark. He was the Fu Manchu type guy. His daughter is Anna Hark, who runs the Hark Corporation that Wilder from that other issue was, he was her private investigator.
Okay.
Make sense?
I guess that makes sense. Then
a child born of a century baby usually inherits a lot of their parents' ability, including being very long-lived.
Which include with Jenny Spark and Jenny Quantum.
No, Jenny Quantum. No, Jenny Quantum is not
century baby.
She's not. No, she's a reincarnation of Jenny Sparks.
Huh?
Okay. Jenny Sparks and Jenny Quantum are not the same. Jenny Sparks died at the end of Ellis's run.
True. Yes, I get that.
All right, and then Jenny Quantum was born right after Jenny and Sparks died.
Okay.
So Jenny Quantum is a century baby of the year 2000. All these others are century babies of the year 1900.
1900s, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, we then see they also dealt with Damonites way back when, about dealing with a whole bunch of other individuals. And basically, yeah, so again, this is all just giving a bit more of a summary of Brass. And I like this idea of a Doc Savage type guy like this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so and of course, he even says, you should have been around with us in the 30s, Mr. Snow. I can't begin to tell you what you missed. Glories. I was busy. Busy doing what? We don't know yet. But now we get introduced to the Four.
Ooh, who could they be?
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my!
Yep. As we find out, back in Germany, they were trying to do their own space project, and they were going for the moon, 1955, aimed for space arcs on Mars by 1968. That's what they were planning to do. Relax a little, Elijah. Like hell. Not until I've throttled someone to death or broken something real big. This is after he's found out, as we see a bunch of them are going into space. We find out about the group working known as Artemis. It's basically the antithesis to NASA, or the counterpart to NASA.
Okay.
And basically we're being introduced to Randall Dowling, aka the Reed Richards guy, physicist, engineer. You name it. List up the disciplines as long as your arm. While they're inside, we see these weird. Basically, they're supposed to be like mole men. The mole men.
The old moment from Fantastic
Mole
Four.
Man.
Yep, Jacob Green, aka the Ben Grimm guy. William Leather, aka the John and
Human
Johnny,
Torch.
Human Torch, and Kim Siskin. There's none of them are related to each other, but that's supposed to be the suit one.
Which makes sense because the Fanatic Four together. They were more.
Yeah, but yeah, these were all members of the Nazi Party.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
they were all
Not too Fantastic Four.
Oh
Yep.
shit! And that's
Holy
what I'm calling.
shit.
Well, or rather,
Yes.
they had families that were part of the Nazi Party. I should more say, because actually this would be about the 60s. So these are all people who were either had families that were part of the Nazi Party or were utilizing resources left over from the Nazi Party.
Figures. I should know not to never die. No matter killing, only
I
come back.
wasn't a Nazi, but my grandpa was, and I'm spending all his money right now.
But yeah,
Nice.
they make their way up into the. But yeah, they make their way up into the bleed, which is basically much like the Fantastic Four stuff. Instead of the gamma rays, affected them. But as they're making their way in, they find a guy. That's William Leather. That's the Johnny Storm XP.
Yeah. Tell me one game. It was actually Cosmic Storms that made the Fanatic Four.
Well, I know, but here though, it's not that. But we see, Jakita's fighting him, and apparently he's good enough to knock her around. Now, of course, he just read she sent him a whole bunch of the files about the Four. How do we manage to track them down? Remember the guards in Island Zero? Sure, American flag, Japanese flag. They were from and what Artemis became. So basically, he just read over all the files of what the Four have done to people, all the evils they've done.
So they are bad guys.
Yeah, they are very much bad guys.
They're probably Nazis. They're probably Nazi Germans, of course, they're assholes.
Yep, and look at that artwork. Look at that. Just you and me, Mr. Snow. Who are you and how do you know my name? So
Wait, hold on. Did he just ask if Raymond, did you just ask if they were the bad guys?
Well, he said
Like
they
4
were
minutes after we established they were Nazis?
I love to go get a cookie, so cut me some slack here.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Cookies are super important. I'm not going to lie.
Fair enough. Okay, and it's okay, but so anyway though, it's true. Well, I can do away with this damn beard since we've now been so completely compromised here. I mean, I'm not going to convince you I'm not me when you've found me in the middle of Randall's lab, am I? My name's William Leather, Mr. Snow. And you'll have noted that your attempt to freeze the water in my brain isn't quite working. Keep trying, though, and Miss Wagner will just be a bit sore once she picks herself up out of Four Voyagers Plaza. It takes a lot more than a fall like that to seriously hurt her. Ask her about I know the barest part of what you do. I know that you've done more than your share of making the world mediocre. The things we've seen here alone, if I understand them right, then and they alone could save millions of lives a year. Why? We're adventurers, my crewmates and I, on the human adventure, and you can't all come along. Woof! Right in the balls!
Hey.
Look Look at what you got here, you bastard. These things. In the last few months, I've seen a computer built in 1944 that can map the multiverse and something that stored ghosts as information. And I've walked the decks of a ship designed to sail between realities. And these are lost things that could be salvaged or retrieved. And now I see these wonders, you utter scumbags, scumbag, shining new and hidden away in a place and paid for by God knows what atrocity. Kick it the unmentionable. You changed, Mr. Snow. You don't know me. Oh, yes, I do. I've known you for far too long. And we're leaving you alive because the new train of events amuses us. Remember what we four are. We were reborn in the exploding heart of the multiverse. We are optimal humans. We are explorers, scientists, gods, the secret heroes of a world that doesn't deserve us. I don't know you. Oh, God. Oh, God, I can't see you anymore. We were given the world in 1961. We know all the things that you've struggled to uncover for decades. We are all those things. We are the secret history of the planet, and we are its secret chiefs. And time for you to ask yourself some hard questions, Mr. Snow. We'll overlook this compromising of our New York lab. There are others, but do you really want to doom for yourself and others by continuing to investigate us? Do you remember us? Who benefits from your lack of memory? And who knows the secret history of Elijah Snow? What are your teammates not telling you? Oh, dear.
Oh, that makes things complicated.
Oh, by the way, I should point out all of these
Nazi.
Yep. Now I should point out that all of these different covers.
That is absolutely a Sandman cover.
Right, but they're actually
Sandman. I made a Hellblazer.
Warren Ellis actually said he wanted these all to be like album covers.
Ooh,
that is a Sandman cover.
Well, or Constantine, my Hellblazer.
On this one, I think that might be intentional because they're going to a funeral of Jack Carter, aka John Constantine.
That's why Hellblazer. Yep. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Hellblazer. I was right.
But yep, to turn out, Jakita really loved him. I'll miss him terribly. You're never what I expect, Jakita. That look is actually an important look, but we won't find out till much later. But yeah, it turns out. Oh, look at it! Look at the bottom. Oh,
Death and
Oh my God, that's Sandman. That's Morpheus. That's
or X piece of them anyway.
That's Superman.
Oh, and then look at these.
Swamp Thing.
Justice League Dark.
Yeah, Animal Man. The Metal Man.
Metal Man.
So many of them. Older at his funeral.
Dylan.
Phantom Stranger.
Yep.
Maybe Nocturna.
No, I don't know. I don't know when. But I don't know when the Metal Men were Vertigo.
I don't think they were Vertigo.
Is that Etrigan?
Probably. I think that's meant to be Etrigan.
I see Spectre. I see Spectre in the back of the green cloak.
Right.
Or it's Ragman.
So basically, yeah, this is meant to be. Now, keep in mind, by this point, Vertigo was on the low point. By this point, all they really had was constant, and it was Hellblazer. Everything else had been. So
Vertigo.
What?
Wait, Vertigo had Hellblazer. That was Image.
Yeah.
No, not Image. It was Vertigo.
No, it's Vertigo.
When did Image? Why would Image have John Constantine?
You might be mixing that up, Tristan.
I am absolutely mixing that up.
Why would Image have John Constantine?
Image had Spawn,
Is that
Dragon, Invincible. Oh yeah,
wait,
Youngblood.
Is Dark Horse publishing them right now?
No. Why would Dark Horse publish any of those characters?
Oh my God! I'm talking specifically about Hellboy.
Oh, Hellboy! Yeah.
Oh, Hellboy! Yeah, Hellboy.
Yeah. We said Hellblazer.
Oh my God! I should have been listening. This is my problem, not yours. Move on.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, basically they're talking a bit about all of this, but then we see this nice bit with Jack Carter seeing this prostitute woman walking by. But then he looks over and he sees a guy who's invisible. Oh, for God's sake, you can bloody see me, can't you? Afraid so, Squire. And Squire, though I can tell I'm not supposed to. Oh, God, this gets bleeding worse, don't it? You're Jack Carter. Guilty as charged, Gov. And you would be? Well, you'll work it out anyway. I'm bloody sure. I'm this year's Herod. You what? Herod, first and kill the firstborn, get the baby Jesus, all that. It's a job description these days. And it ain't like jobs are easy to come by, is it? Suppose not. What brings you to dear old Soho in a couple of days from Christmas then? There's a posse lives up in the arse end of Greek Street. I've got to pay a visit, if you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. Oh, come on. I mean for all. I know it's all rubbish, but no one needs a second coming this year, do they? I mean, and Downing Street, all that. She does a marvelous job, don't she? That prostitute. You're telling me she's pregnant? Pregnant with? Well, no one knows for sure, but, better safe than sorry. I mean, no one knows what's best for us better than the Prime Minister, do they? I'm just a civil servant government employee. I just do my job because them higher up than me, they know and better, don't they? It's bad enough I just had to do something thoroughly bloody rotten to an old girlfriend because she tried to kill me and most of the people I know. But to bump into some bloody Tory and civil servant spook off the butcher, a complete stranger because she's inconveniently pregnant, whoosh, be thankful that's all I did to you, and T-Rog. I'm bleeding Jack Carter, giving it the big bleeding I am, all mouth and trousers. Boom! He left him stuck in there and he ended up dying.
Fantastic.
That's so nice.
Hey, like you said, be glad that's all I did to you.
There is that.
Given the type of magic concept he can do, yeah, this was a mercy.
A mercy killing.
But then they're trying to figure out about Jack, what killed Jack, and apparently he can, drummer can see magic of a sort. But then with a little help from Snow, they're studying everything. Then this big guy comes out, and he's meant to be kind of an XP of Miracle Man. Once we find out, he's basically like, You had to die. You were the symbol of everything that has been done to me, you scum. I could have and should have been noble, clean, single. I didn't want to wake up in Soho with 12 volumed up Thai rent boys and terrible stains on my sides. You didn't have to take the damn photographs. I didn't want to find out that instead of getting my powers from a transcendent scientist mentor, I was growing from the DNA of Aryan super athletes and Hitler's personal sex midgets. I didn't even know Hitler had personal sex midgets. I liked my life.
Neither did I. So.
I liked my life. There was nothing. I liked my life. There was nothing wrong with me. I wasn't hip. I wasn't trendy. I wasn't edgy. And you know what? That was okay. I didn't need the split personalities, the nervous breakdowns, the shift in sexual orientation, my life being a lie. If you didn't want me to, you should have just bloody ignored me.
Okay.
And, he's taking pot shots at stuff like what Alan Moore did to Miracle Man and Kid Miracle Man, taking them from being basically British Captain Marvel to being very dark and gritty at everything. This is meant to be taking the pot shots and taking something pure and durable and deciding to edge them up for the sake of edging them up.
Wait. He's got Captain Nazi. He's got Captain Nazi.
No. We don't know what he is. We don't know what he is, but it's probably his Miracle Man. But he gets shot by Jack.
After all that. Okay.
Good.
But if you notice, though, with Jack, who he looks like, given that symbol on his chest, it's basically Warren Ellis saying, oh, yeah, Constantine's now going off to be Spider Jerusalem.
Oh.
From Transmetropolitan. The 80s are over, Ember. Time to move on. Time to be someone else. Cheers. Be seeing ya. So basically, this was Ellis's way in his mind of closing the door on Vertigo.
You're going to on Hellblazer?
No, he did it basically in saying, okay, the Transmetropolitan's the future.
Okay. Wait. What? Okay.
And that was one of Ellis's other books.
I don't know that book, so I don't know.
Okay, now this one is a throwback to the B movie, the B movies and all that.
Woman.
The Attack of the Giant Woman against an alien.
Yep,
oh, hey, it's like the Barbie teaser.
It is.
One track mind. One track.
Yeah, so they meet up with this one woman who's a ghost, but she's a radioactive ghost.
Radioactive ghost. How does that work?
Okay.
But find out throughout the whole point of this issue. What's
Giant
that movie
ants.
with the-
It's them.
Yep, it's them.
No, not to them. It's EDF.
No,
them,
The
them,
movie's called
them.
Them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
that
movie
too,
called
yeah.
Them. But yeah, so yep, Jakita's having a blast.
Yep.
So that ghost lady, was that supposed to be like Marilyn Monroe?
Yes, actually it is, because she even says how she slept with the wrong person and then got mysteriously taken away.
Kennedy?
Ow.
Yep, that's what, or at least an
JFK.
ex of Kennedy. But yeah, so she explains this whole place, and it turns out, sorry about that. I kicked it a little too hard. Have fun? Hell yes. Got our pilot out too. So basically, she
I like
explains
her.
how
She's
they
awesome.
they were all being studied and experimented on by Dowling. That's the Reed Richards guy.
Oh yeah, not the actor, not the scientist.
Yep. So yeah, basically she got killed among all of them, but then exposed to radiation. And as it is stated, she has a half-life of 50 years.
Wait, what?
A radioactive half-life, meaning she'll exist for 50 years.
So after 50 years of she
Exist
dies.
or just be irradiated for 50 years?
No, be alive again.
Wait, be alive
No,
again.
they gunned her down.
Okay, they killed her. Yeah, I
They
get
killed her
that
and then
part.
brought her back with radiation. Basically, this
What?
whole thing is
How's
a
that
nod.
work?
Okay, all this is a nod. This issue is a nod to the radiation creating all kinds of freaks and everything from the 60s and everything.
60s and 70s, I think.
Yeah.
Good times.
None of them
Yep.
turned out
Yep.
cool.
And
like
it
that,
turns
though.
out he was working with Miss Hark from the Hark Corporation. But yeah, so we see all these other creatures and everything. Many of them died out or escaped. We just see all these horrors. And she's like, I could have done this a while ago, but I'm a coward. I wanted to live for as long as I could, you see. It was only half a life, but I wanted it. Radioactive half-life of 50 years. Time's up. I'm so glad I met you.
And she dies.
Yep. She only had a finite amount of time. But yeah, she
Okay.
did all this stuff because she felt someone needed to tell them. Someone had to deal with it.
So she just stayed alive just so she could tell these people all that?
Oh, no, she was going to die regardless. She just waited until the last second to do it because she was a coward, as she said.
Or a drama queen, whichever.
It is Marilyn
Well,
Monroe,
she was
so
killed.
yeah,
She got shot by Nazis. Like, I don't blame her waiting 50 years.
Give her a break. She was shot by Nazis. It's been
Exactly.
Yeah. Planet Fiction.
Yep.
This looks like Mike Mignola.
It kind of does.
Kind of, sort of.
Yep, but
I'm
yeah,
not
they're
sure
running
that house
sides.
would have been still up after being hit by that.
I know, but yeah,
No.
basically they're inside studying all these different, the ship and everything. But we're being introduced to a different guy. We're introduced to the prior third man, Ambrose Chase. And this is the first time that Drummer was actually in on the action. Normally, he doesn't get involved with the action missions.
Yeah, he's more the
Tech
analyst
guy, but this was the first
guy.
time he was involved.
Okay.
And it turns out Ambrose is capable of manipulating time and energy around him. He's able to phase things, change their momentum, things like that.
Well, that's overpowered.
You would think, but he's not perfect with it. Basically, it's a reality distortion field. But he even says it's unpredictable.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's Jay Nakamura.
Great in a lot of ways.
Yeah, triggered Tevya.
To me.
I'm sorry, I had
Kristen,
to.
why did you trigger Tevya?
I had to. Come on now.
Yep, but yeah,
get it.
basically, they're
But
gunning
he's
down.
great, Jay Nakamura. He's awesome.
Right, but yeah, look at this guy. He's just doing. Look, it's basically like the Matrix.
He's so badass. He's going Neo.
Bullet time.
Yep.
Poor thing.
But then things start to go south at first. To bring back someone from a fictional reality, it's what they're trying to do.
Oh shit.
Yep. But things are starting to go south more and more until eventually the guy shoots Ambrose. He finds an opening and catches him off guard.
No.
Yep. We then see Ambrose is remembering his wife, his daughter, learning his abilities. His life's going through him as he even meets up with the Fourth Man. But then it looks like he's dying. Like, I always did the best possible job. I know, baby. I know. And then he disappears thanks to his powers. This isn't the last time we'll see Ambrose. But
But he
Jakita kills
died.
the guy.
Yay! Revenge.
No, in 1997, which is the year this happened, the fourth man was missing in action. Like Ambrose Chase. Jakita's already a member of Planetary when Ambrose Chase became the third man. The fourth individual brought back from the sample return mission is still at large.
Okay. I don't. Wait.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Now this one we're going to be finding about. This what it turned out. Wildstorm could have had their own Wonder Woman, Superman, and Green Lantern.
Okay, that's what I was
Elijah is studying through all of this. A character I realized I just breezed past earlier was John Stone, a James Bond XP. We'll get more about him in the next issue, but we did set him up earlier.
Oh,
I just breezed through that. But yeah, they're studying through all this stuff, and first we get, it's basically this is the version of Superman, advanced alien, not human, only barely humanoid looking, but they realize their child must be sent out, and they also explain how every time we shoot the gravity gun, oh no, because they realize by launching them, they just triggered their death of their planet.
They shut their own planet.
Oh, fantastic! At least the planet is pretty.
Join, idiot.
Yep. And then here's the version of the Green Lantern, sending out these different lanterns to different individuals to be powered up by them. Oh, like this. Be the light in blackest night. Ha!
Reference.
Yep. And then we see this version of Paradise Island. Young woman's being sent out.
Analog.
Yep. She's being sent out to the other world, given this amazing bracelets. You are a wonder, my daughter. Then we see the alien ship crash. There's William Leather.
Uh-oh.
Yep. There's the alien.
It's so ugly.
Hello, Randall. Hello, Randall. This is look, he just fried it. He fried it.
What the hell?
Oh my!
If it looks like a chicken, I mean.
This is William.
Good God, Tristan.
God damn it.
Yeah, like you said, not human, baby. And it's blanket made of something weird. But you know the kid burns. What? You never said anything about... No, you didn't. Oh, damn it, Randall. That's just your rotten luck. I incinerated the little freak. Next time, be more specific.
Wow.
So he's more alive, not dead.
Out of curiosity, how much weed have you had so far, Tristan?
That's really funny.
Wow.
Like it's the great, like, not dumb as shit, but like it's kind of funny. Like, ooh, we got Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, like all these characters, and then they just fucking murder a baby.
Well, they also just murdered Yep. Well, I'm gonna send out another. Eric just said he's willing to join now. Let me send the link to him.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna predict and say 6 weeds, Raymond. 6. 6 weeds.
6 weeds.
Come on! Because they gave him the ugliest fucking baby. Of course, they're gonna roast it.
6 different strains. I'm calling it right now. Yep. I'm with you on that one, dead guy.
But hold on, let me get back to the page. But yeah, they killed off the Green Lantern, and it turned out the Wonder Woman got killed off too. Because this is the 4. Why?
This is genocide the issue?
Well, they also vaporized the entire Paradise Island too.
Jesus Christ!
Oh God!
I thought they killed them.
Here's why. Because they want. It's taken the idea of Reed Richards holding on to a lot of the technology or keeping back a lot of technology, but turning it up to the nth degree. Where in this case, they are trying to keep humanity in a weaker state. They want to make sure they control all of the great technology. And if there's anyone out there that they don't feel they can stop, that could overpower them, they take them off the board before they become a threat. So in other words, they think they can handle the authority in this world.
Of course.
Given a lot of their tech, they probably could.
But they killed the
Wait, that was the whole issue? The whole issue's over. Okay, all right.
The whole issue is alien baby murder. Okay.
And killing off the others. Oh, look at this. This is like the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. cover.
Oh, that was the best issue yet. That was great.
Oh, shit. Oh, look at this. A woman known as the Bride, just gunning people down. And, well, there's John Stone as he's ready. Yep, but look at this. He has like some technology up his fingernail.
Yep.
That's makes my fingernails hurt. Look at that.
Oh, look, he just starts taking them all down lickety split.
He's James Bond, basically.
Yep. Yep, he is just taking them all down, and we're just seeing an example of it. And apparently, she was a robot.
Of course.
Oh, hey, Eric.
Yeah, you guys didn't notice me. I've had Daffy Duck up for like a full minute here.
Sorry.
And the baby, into the baby murderer. You're impeccable.
Well, that was the Johnny Storm XP, Eric.
Yeah, Johnny Storm XP.
I cannot read the Fantastic Four anymore. Why are they treated like butt monkeys?
Oh, no. This is not meant. Again, these are all meant to handle the story. So it's taken, like I was telling everyone else, they're taking the concept of the four, creating technology and keeping a lot of it for themselves because they don't want it to get in the wrong hands, but turning it up to the nth degree and have it be. They want to make sure they own all this great tech for themselves. They want to hoard it all.
So does this Snow guy have like ice powers or something?
Yes, he does. Snow definitely has freezing. He can freeze stuff.
Okay.
Now we jump. That's the first time he met with Stone. We then see Stone in Kazakhstan meeting up with him at this bar. Hello, Elijah. Been a while. What is this place? It's very secret. You wanted privacy. It's called The Last Shot. So basically explains about everything. And heard of someone called William Leather. God, you have got memory problems. What? Of course I have. Almost killed him in the late 50s. Nearly killed you too. The Nautilus, 1959. You told me back in 74 that all the time we were firing on her, you were hidden in the hold. Oh yes, I know of William Leather. Why? Met him recently. Basically, he's talking with Stone, who Stone has met Elijah before. He's known him before. And basically then he's explaining a bit about, saying like, yeah, there's a lot of gaps in your memory, obviously. I've been playing mind games like this since OSS. Hell, I've been playing them since before the word was invented. So yeah, basically just explains about, they talk a bit about their history, and he brings up about the Planetary Guide, some mysterious book that has a lot of information. The moment he says that, Elijah starts to get a lot of memories back. Until
the flashbacks.
Yep. Oh, but be a detective then, my boy. Very well. I can instruct you in my methods. The fact that you found me proves your potential to work then for this is your century, and it needs you. That's Sherlock Holmes.
Of course, it has the pipe. I'm holding my pinky out to be sophisticated.
My God. God Almighty, what's happening to me? It's a game, Mr. Snow. Elijah, what? It's all right. Stop.
It's all right.
Yeah, that was it, John. As soon as I could perceive the scaffold, then it stopped being elegant and flawless, didn't it? As soon as I stopped accepting being unable to remember and started asking myself why I couldn't recall specific things, basically he started to remember everything. I want to know why you're working for Anna Hark. Glad you're back, Elijah. I'll bet it gets better. I know who the fourth man is. So this leads us to the big game changer issue, number 12.
By the way, Tristan, you're welcome for what I donated.
Thank you, Eric. I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. Eric,
sorry.
No, he tipped and he put just a little something. So I wanted to make sure I said thank you. I was glad you joined.
It was It was just $4.20. But hey, like my mama used to say, every little bit helps.
Right. Oh, by the way, if anyone's noticed, sorry.
By the way, don't mention cookies. Now I want Oreos.
I know, right?
Cookie.
What have I done?
but anyway, Elijah, come in, sit down. I don't know why you called us in here, but we really need to talk about your use of the helicopter, and we should postpone. Sit down. Any other businesses until we've straightened out the protocol on borrowing expensive equipment? Sit down.
Sit down.
All right. I think you're both aware that I've been concerned about memory loss since we took 4 Voyagers building. The truth is that quirks in my recall have been bugging me pretty much since I met you. Remember the first time I gave you a cigarette, Jakita? I didn't know you smoked. I have one a couple of years. Me too. How'd you know? I didn't. That is to say, I didn't know how I knew. All I could do when you called me on it was to cover. I'll tell you another time, maybe. I mean, I wasn't going to let on that I was having some kind of brain fart. I didn't know you, but I do know you. Don't I, Jakita? This is getting very weird. Shut up, Drums. Just saying, man. This is kind of disturbing. You muttering away in the dark. Drums, Shut up and let me get this done, or I'll freeze every drop of fluid in your scrotum solid. For a start.
Rude.
Now isn't that interesting? Drum here has treated me as a joke, an old joke at that, from the minute I got here, and now he's scared to death of me. Why is that, you think? Let's see now. Since you're suddenly doing as you're told, do you know what a planetary guide is? It's a book. I asked him. It's a book that's been published underground annually since 1925. And who writes it, Drums? Who writes it? You do. I do. And yet I've spent the last several years unable to remember that I've been writing the Planetary Guide since 1925. Strange, isn't it? I remember gunning down the deployment eggs of alien organic war automata in Judgment, Rhode Island in Judgment, Rhode Island in 1931 like it was yesterday. But I didn't remember writing it up for the 31 Planetary Guide until last night. Why do you think? Why is that, do you think? Oh, I'm not happy, Drums. I picked up on that. Good. Why are you leaning on him, Elijah? I know I can't slap you around. I know I can slap him around. All right, then. All right. You created.
Why? Because she's a woman?
That
way? Or is it because he's a bitch?
No.
Like, it's got to be one of the two.
Yeah.
No, it's because she's
definitely a
sub. It's because she can take it.
Okay, so he's a bitch. Cool.
Basically, yeah, explain it all, and then he says, I remember all kinds of things. Oh, and tell me you don't remember that. What do you remember, Elijah? I knew Sherlock Holmes.
Wait,
Basically, then explains how, Sherlock Holmes existed in this world, and he knew him. Then he says, I remember who the fourth man is. They start following him as, you can definitely tell something's changed in Snow since now. John Stone, I'm going in here. No, John Stone. If we brought about John Stone, it's the world's oldest and greatest secret agent. He pretty much single-handedly invented psychological operations too. He's working for Anna Hark. I remembered that. And so basically explains it all, and he goes like, classic Black Ops. God, I forgot how much I love putting all this back together. He reveals he was the fourth man.
What a twist. Dun. What a twist.
And you, young lady, were under instructions to not try and find me. Elijah, don't you Elijah me, damn it. I used to change your damn diapers. You were told not to find me. Explicit instructions. I know, okay? Ambrose always used to say you'd come back, but you never did. Ambrose. Who's Ambrose? Ambrose Chase? I don't know any Ambrose. Ugh, as he remembers him. Oh, God. Where's Ambrose, Jakita? Ambrose is dead. Shot dead during a raid on an operational run by Randall Dowling. Dowling killed him. One of his employees. Christ. So, and then we have that other bit like, I remember when we were going to Jack's funeral and you said something stupid. And I remember looking at you and thinking, why don't you remember? But this hasn't got anything to do with anything. Elijah, they say they'd kill you if you started remembering. No, they didn't. They said they'd kill you unless I submitted to the memory blocks and went and hid.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. What?
Nothing.
In the chat right now.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Keep going.
What's so funny? What I missed?
Look at the chat.
Oh, Joseph!
Nobody else found it weird that the diapers thing? Nobody else found that weird?
Because he's known her since he was a baby.
It's so weird. It's weird.
Okay, but anyway, he's remembering
like,
all
I've
that.
changed your diapers is equal to saying I've seen you naked. Like, it's fucking weird.
All right, but look, the game's afoot, and I want them to know it. And then look at this.
That's got the giggles, folks.
Look at this. Look at that.
Ooh.
Simple 4.
Nice.
And the 4 know he's back.
Now
this, Tristan, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to reshare that, and we have the preview comic to go over. So hold on.
Wait, the preview comic?
Yeah, there was a preview comic. Just give me a moment.
You said a simple 4. Is there a complicated 4?
No, it's a simple group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
what about
so
the 4 that's like at an angle instead of straight up?
Complicated 4. I don't know.
difficult
Yeah,
one?
so this was a preview comic, and it's set after issue 12. This one's a simple story. They meet up with an XP of General Ross.
Of course. And
Yep.
Hogan Og.
Yep, and basically, this gives us a brief introduction to characters, but we didn't know much about who there are or that Elijah is the fourth man. But there was this version of Bruce Banner. It created more. This is more out of theoretical mind, mental science. You can imagine it, and it could become reality if you think hard enough. And while in this version of Betty Ross was the general's wife, and David was his name, he drove on out there to try and save her. Gets out of there before his explosive goes off. And his name was David Payne. But then, right as it happened, his mind started thinking about its integral design theory equation in his head and became something that could survive the bomb. We never fully see the creature, but we do find out what happened to it. It was buried underground, and then around 1983, it finally died.
Damn.
Wow.
Again, nice short story that gives you a perfect explanation behind all this, wouldn't you say?
I mean, an explanation.
Oh, wait, who's that guy?
The guy at the bottom is the Ross guy.
Oh, shit.
He's old. He is old.
Wait,
he was already He was an older
Hulk?
man. Okay. No, Hulk is dead. They basically buried him under something so deep, 5 miles deep underground. And basically, they kept him there without food or water. He's been there since 1959. He finally, 1963. He didn't die until 1983.
Oh, shit. So he's been
It took him 20 years to just stay there, screaming, pounding, trying to get out of there until he eventually died.
He's very old if he's dead. Yes.
Damn.
Very, very old.
Kept him in that prison.
I don't know.
I couldn't see an old man on the bottom TV. Our faces are all blocking the bottom
Oh, whoops.
page.
Yeah, we've been blocking the bottom panels for a while.
Yeah,
Whoops, sorry.
Oops.
There's got to be a way all our heads could be on one side, either left or right.
Well,
Yeah, but it would shrink the screen down, unfortunately. What happened?
I don't know. Let's just go with it.
I didn't realize Ingrid had left. Sorry about that.
Hey,
Do you want it like that? Is that better? Or because it makes it so much smaller?
It makes it, is that better or?
I
think it's better.
fine.
I think it's fine.
All right.
Do a bit smaller.
Okay, now this
It's
one
teeny
is more.
tiny.
Now this
Well,
one
guys,
is more.
just enter full screen and you guys will be fine. That's what I did.
All right.
Now,
By the way, I like this cover. It looks like a mix between an old pulp magazine and Time magazine.
It's supposed to be a lot like
or National Geographic or something.
It's meant to be like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that team. That team in
Yep.
Johnny.
I've never seen the movie.
Yep. Well, we see
Bad.
Elijah
Movie
making him.
bad.
We see Snow making his way into what ended up being Frankenstein's workshop,
And
and a bunch of failed experiments.
experiments no good.
So yeah, it was back in his early days when he was solo, looking up all the stuff that he would eventually put into the Planetary guide.
Okay.
Eventually, then he finds his way in there. He finds this electro picture, is what it's called, a secret map of the world. And then eventually through there, he was able to then lead into and find a hidden door. He freezes it and kicks it in. And that's where he meets Sherlock Holmes.
Elementary.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
This is Sherlock Holmes as an old man.
Elementary.
Is he still on all that cocaine from the books?
I think he's given. They implied he's given up on it all. But yeah, it turns out he's also worked with Dracula and some of the other monsters. But Elijah freezes him and then kicks his junk off.
That's
Of course
mean
he does.
as
He's the one
hell.
in his book.
Look at that. There
do
goes his
that.
crotch.
Do
Jesus.
vampires,
Of course they can
sex?
bang. Of course they can.
It depends on
Hey,
the lore.
could have been worse. It could have been Dracula.
But yeah,
Hey.
basically, this is the homage to all of this as he explains a lot of their history. Again, so many of these issues, not all of them progress the story of the four. Many of these just simply progress the story of
Giving
giving a lot of the shout outs and everything. So in this case, all of this was just to explain about this era, the old novel characters and everything.
Oh, yeah. Number 14.
Again, if I read through all these, we'd be here all day. Now, this does look like an album cover, doesn't it?
It looks like,
It's really pretty.
From the 90s. Kiss.
Yep.
Kiss.
Oh, now this one gives us a bit of a interesting twist on the Thor's hammer. We have it has a stick, they hit it, and it transforms into a hammer. So they decide to follow where does the hammer go.
So it's Marvel 4, basically. Well, Watson 4.
But then they decide to follow where does the hammer go. So they decide to find out about it. And it turns out it goes to another dimension. A dimension that they committed genocide to store their weapons.
Of course they did!
Of course they did.
They killed the entire world just to get somewhere to store their weapons.
That's not even shocking at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can someone take these bastards down? I want these guys to die.
Don't worry. They will. Whether it's satisfying or not is up to you guys. But we don't see that. Now we're jumping around to the point. This is what led to Snow getting captured and having his mind wiped. As we meet up with Kim, that's the invisible woman. Turns out she needs those goggles to be able to see when she's invisible. Because she got so invisible, even her own eyes are invisible.
I mean,
So she can't see anything.
Just the eyeballs walking around. That's fucking weird.
Oh, no. I'm saying that means she can't see even when she's fully invisible.
Yeah, she can't see. She's invisible. She's so invisible. I can't see anything. I'm blind at bat.
Yeah, now these weird creatures she calls them her children. Basically, whatever changed them made their genes, her and Dowling's genes, so messed up. That's what comes about.
Yeah.
They're face hugger babies.
Yep. Well, we see a bit with Ambrose. This was Ambrose was still alive. They were being attacked and everything. And yeah, so basically they're fighting off a bunch of the four. And then Snow was there with them. And then eventually he gets abducted, and this is where we find out about what happened, what leading to the memory wipe and everything.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Question, sorry to interrupt, question about these guys. Do you think you guys even have their own thing with the boy, which is...
What was that?
Is there been that for parody? Or do they have their own Frank Richards in this universe, or no?
Their own what?
Frank Richards.
You know,
the son number different.
No. Again, Tavia, these are not all 1-for-1 XPs. All right, these are more.
No, I know, but I mean,
no, they do not. Like I said, they can't. All of those things monsters you saw were their attempts at having children. They can't.
Oh, so they can't have their own fingers. That's good because they don't get it done.
Now this one.
Hey, Rob, Joseph says you'd be great for WWE. He kicked off his junk. It's thrown around and flailing around. Gas prayer. My God. This God is my witness. He is broken in half.
Right. Now this, we're getting a bit of John Carter-esque storytelling. Also, we have Snow meeting up with Ambrose's family. Basically just, explaining to him how they're going to do anything they can to keep them, supporting them and everything. Also showing that that Snow can be a hard ass, but he's good with kids, and that he does care about these people, the people that work for him.
Aww.
Yep. And then so again they're talking a bit more about it, but yeah, this is a John Carter type guy named Carlton Marvel.
Oh.
No, his name's Carlton Marvel, but he's the XP of John Carter. From Mars.
Oh yeah, John Carter.
From Mars, that old book.
Of Mars, yeah.
The old 50 books. That kind of movie.
Yep, and again, that's just what this whole thing then is a bit of trying to take down that giant mech thing. And basically it comes like this giant sand creature, but yeah, they stop it, and that's it for that one.
That was a quick story. That went nowhere.
This one gives us a bit about Anna Hark and about her history a bit. No idea. I forget about who that guy is. But yeah,
teeth are disgusting.
What?
His teeth are disgusting.
They are.
It looks like his gums are bleeding onto his teeth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he's a bad guy.
But yeah, a lot of this is just a big fight sequence.
Fight. Looks like the old samurai. It looks like the old samurai and kung fu movie.
It is a nod to that.
Beautiful.
And a bit anime-like.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at? Yeah!
Yep. Wait, somebody's Juro Comics Elite said.
Oh my God,
just
it's
that
Mortal
one-
Kombat and
Red
Dragon
Gummy
Z
Bear.
with the dragon. Like,
What?
He just had gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there.
Yeah, so she then explains about herself and basically, talks a bit about her father. And he's wanting to tell her that I know how your father died and everything. So he's wanting to explain it if that they can help him out. And also explains a bit about with Wilder, which they're wanting to also bring him back as well. And they turned out that she was close with Wilder, the guy from way back, the Shazam-like guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically they're trying to come to an agreement, and basically she's like, I'm not aging, Mr. Snow. I predict a natural lifespan of some 300 years. Therefore, I must take the long view. So again, she is the child of a century baby, hence why she's very long-lived too. So yeah, basically they make an agreement, and because Wilder is working with them and she really cares for him, that she's willing now to assist them out.
So are they gonna have a kid together? Or
We don't know. There's not gonna be any kids born throughout this story, Tavia.
Joseph,
I know.
Joseph, stop making dead guy laugh so much.
Jesus Christ, Joseph.
Okay, I take back. We do get one kid born, but this is in a flashback.
They're gonna kill it, right?
No. You see, Elijah
No, we're not having
he's heading into the secret city, and
What is with you with genocide, Tristan?
Wait.
That whole issue was about genocide, and they fried a baby like a fucking chicken.
Anyway, he's heading into the secret city, and he meets up with a Tarzan XP. Now this guy, we saw this guy way back in issue 1. His name is John Blackrock.
That's him.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Or Blackstock. Lord Blackstock.
It sounds like the porn star's name.
Black
Porn star's name.
But yeah, and then, they're introduced to the secret city, and now Blackstock is an outsider, just like Elijah is. But it turned out Elijah fell in love with this beautiful woman named Anyaka.
Oh, she's hot.
Yep, and they were very close together, but he had to leave and do some other things for a while. And then when he came back, there's a young baby there, Elijah. And they'd be like, what's going on? What's going on? I knew you'd come. Please. Your baby. Yes. Mine and Blackstock's. What's happening? They're sealing the city. No more infections from outside. And my baby. They leave her out here outside the city. Basically, she then reveals that why did they do it? They were bored. She wanted to wait, but she and Blackstock got bored, which in a way...
What?
That's
They were bored, so they decided to have sex?
Yeah.
Can't say I haven't been there.
But yeah, the kid, that's Jakita.
Wait, that's Jakita? That's her?
Her parents were Blackstock and Anyaka.
Oh.
Then how is she so white?
She's not that white.
But I mean, are they gonna burn the baby?
No, we already know she grows up.
Oh,
Tristan, what do you want?
Wait. What happened to diamond in her head? What happened to that? Is that?
Oh no, that was just put on there by them. It's not a permanent thing. They just put them on there, and then they hid their entire civilization away.
God
now
damn
this
it,
one.
Planet in the gun club.
Damn it.
Really?
Guys, what's going on? That was is it Joseph again?
Well, anyway, this one is a nod to H.G. Wells, the gun club, which goes back to from the Earth to the Moon.
Of course, 1950s, or 60s, I guess.
Yep. Oh, I love this. Please leave, but CDC. He has diseases. He gives them the girls. Well, you don't want to know how, bastard.
Nice.
I know, but again, the fact is, that's a perfect way to get a girl from Bond to run off.
Yep.
Oh my
Indeed.
god.
He
That's
doesn't wash his
amazing.
hands.
Well,
I'm assuming.
Bond has a
Oh, look at this! He threw a cigarette at a pigeon and killed it.
What the fuck?
What the
That's
fuck are
so
we reading?
Turns out that is a setup. Turns out that is a setup for something later.
The pigeon
Magical
is
cigarette?
Pigeon?
No.
Dying?
There's something special
Evil
about
pigeon?
his hand. No, his hand. Something special about his hand, but we won't find it out for a few more issues.
So the
Is
writer.
that how he gets the ladies?
Yeah. So the writer setting up a special
Very
thing, a
funny.
special power is by killing an innocent pigeon. The fuck.
That's not James Bond.
That's Bullseye. But
Hey,
basically, yeah,
Bullseye.
I
this
have it in
giant
my
ship.
search.
This ship is crashing down.
Why does
Right
everybody
in-
always default to Sean Connery? Why can't they do Roger Moore or Timothy Dalton? I'm begging somebody.
I think that's more Pierce Brosnan for
Well,
Stone
Pete
there. I
Broadman.
think-
That's Pete Broadman, James Bond. I love Pete Broadman. He's awesome.
Those guys
Yeah.
are hard to
Okay,
impersonate.
all right,
But yeah,
so-
so, okay. Anyway, something
I'll
crashed in
give you
space,
later.
and William Lesnar is heading down there to deal with it. But while they're taking it away, turns out he got ambushed by Planetary, which leads them to fighting and taking him down, knocking him out. Take that piece
Yay!
of
They
crap
took the
away
one,
from me.
the evil Nazi Fantastic Four guys.
Right, and so they found out about that. Yeah, this was an early attempt at shooting a rocket to the moon using a giant gun. Unfortunately, though, the way it was done was it ended up causing it to go into space and make a big loop around back.
It's kind of like a cartoon. Things, let's buy a gun to space, see what happens. Like Home Alone.
Yep, but yeah, so we found out about all this, and yeah,
We find out about all this.
right. But now this is this clearly you can tell it's a nod to Space Odyssey.
2 better 1 Space Odyssey.
This is
Dun,
getting weird, isn't it?
Which we actually got serious about 1 Space Odyssey. 2 better 10 Space Odyssey. I looked it up.
Yep, I know.
Gonna get
But
weird.
so yeah, basically they're going up there to research all this. They're helping out a group of angels. These are one of the ones we
Right.
saw in a prior story.
All right.
I think.
Carrie called it.
Of course.
Yep.
Angel.
And basically
What
they're
the
taking
hell?
them-
What the fuck is that?
It's like something out of SCP. What the hell?
I know. But basically,
It
but
looks
they're-
like one of those sex dolls.
It does.
But yeah, they're using their ship to get up to this place. All right, and there's a lot of information to study and research. And now, right now, they're not bringing up about capturing Lesnar because they're trying to keep it secret for the time being. But yeah, so they go up to this giant monolith, much like this is more like Rendezvous with Rama by Arthur C. Clarke. This giant monolith that has its own atmosphere up there.
That's not a monolith.
Well,
It's a
no,
planet.
it's and even has an old dead god,
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Hey, that's Galactus.
something like that. And look at this: you have beings on there eating it, and some were trying to suck on its tit.
What the fuck? Of course they were. Of course
can't-
they were.
I can't take this shit anymore.
But then it turns out another ship is hanging up there. Jacob Green, aka the Thing.
Oh, okay. Like the Ben Grimm.
Yeah, the Ben Grimm, and
Okay,
he's.
okay, gotcha.
Let me put it this way: Ben got it lucky compared to this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see what this.
Yep, but yeah, so we see him out there. Of
Bold
course, he's in a suit and everything, making his way through. We're seeing more and more of this giant thing as the angels are showing, are relaying everything back to them. And then, now there are some humanoids on there, and one of them eventually flies up to Jacob, grabs it, and crushes it. And look at him!
Oh my god, Swamp Thing!
Swamp Thing or
Swamp
No,
Thing?
he's a rock. He's rock. He's rock.
Well, no,
Rocket
he's the thing.
He's
That's
Rock
the
Thing.
He looks like a giant
the thing
tumor.
analog.
Yeah, but he said, you know, Amino, Ben got off lucky.
Yeah,
I mean-
Ben Grimm did get lucky.
Yeah,
He
we
couldn't
Ben
call
have
that
can make
that
the joke
lucky.
that he gets his rocks off, but this guy, holy
Ah.
shit.
Yeah,
This
but
guy, the monster.
here's the thing, though. Elijah's ready to detonate the angel ship. Now and Jakita called him out on it, But yeah, the right is they're designating ships so that the monoliths can go far out into the atmosphere, taking green with them. He's taking green off the board by doing this. And the angels understand. They sink them because they'll be able to study that place for over 1,000 years.
But they all died.
No. They didn't die. He blew up the ship to launch the monoliths forward. The angels are all on the monoliths.
They're just trapped there.
Yes, but they are thankful because they have some place to research, to study for thousands of years.
Angel
So
study.
they want to stay in space.
Yes, they want to stay on that. They want to stay on that monolith because they are fascinated by it all.
Okay.
I hope they don't need to eat and sleep and.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't. Besides, there's food on that planet.
Okay.
I mean, on that monolith. But yeah, so Jakita's ticked off because she feels. Yeah, I know. Now Jakita's ticked off because she feels like I swear she doesn't feel like that's him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, we're nearly done, guys. We're nearly done.
Oh, her father.
No, this one is a mind trip one where this woman is basically the equivalent of Doctor Strange.
Hey, I've actually the equivalent of
Madam Xanadu.
No, not her. Another character. The green hair lady from X-Men. Not X-Men, from you may say thing. I forget her name. She did Beast.
She looks like she smells the best weed ever.
But basically, well, funny enough, wait until you see this. Look at this trip that Snow goes on.
Okay, what's with everybody making weed jokes tonight?
Yeah, some of us aren't joking, Eric.
It's not even 420.
Some of us aren't joking.
Welcome to the crew, man. It's always 420 here.
Yeah.
No, I got.
What?
Abigail Bland.
Agatha.
No, not Abigail. I'm Abigail Bland.
Oh, Abigail Brand. Yes. Well, Cassaday created her. Co-created her.
He did?
Yeah, she was created in Astonishing X-Men.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That is funny with the analog because the green hair.
No, because she came and she was made, and Abigail was made after this woman.
Oh, so she's the analog of her.
No, not even close, Tavia.
I know, but it's in the same design. The green hair with the gray, not a gray.
Okay, but anyway, now we're gonna get the torture of William Lesser as we get a bit more about his history.
Lone Ranger.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, he is actually descended of the Lone Ranger and the Spider, who was actually more of a like I said, he was the Shadow XP. So we're getting
have a Tonto.
Actually, yeah, right there.
So he's the Shadow fused with the statue of Spider.
No. He is a descendant of them.
Oh.
Basically, the Lone Ranger guy was born before the start of the century. Whereas then the other one is the Spider, the
analog.
The Green Hornet analog is the he is a century baby.
Wait, the Green Hornet analog is a century baby.
So the Lone Ranger is not the century baby, but the Green Hornet was.
Okay.
Please, I'm not armed. I don't care. Look at that.
Damn.
That's beautiful.
Wait. That's not doing it. That's Jonah Hex.
No. He's supposed to be the Lone Ranger. Remember, these are not meant to be 1-to-1.
That's true. Yeah. Wait, did they go on to kill people? I don't remember.
Yeah, they do. Look, there's the Green Hornet /
They
Shadow.
fried a baby, Tavia. Are they allowed to kill people?
Yeah, they took
No. I know.
Oh, look at this! Oh, look at this! Look at that! The top panel.
Over there.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Again, we get a lot of his history, but it turns out Leather kept saying he was a descendant. He's not a descendant of the Spider. He was a descendant of the Lone Ranger guy.
Of course.
I mean, so he himself is not a century baby. Now look at this. Now look at this. Look how he tortures him. He takes these goggles with spikes and then shoves it into his eyes.
Holy shit!
Yes. That's repulsive.
And then look, it goes red. It goes from blue to red.
Of course.
God, that's like something out of Hellraiser.
Hey, that's
good shot, Raymond. Is that where we're going next?
Are they going on to the Hellraiser universe? Yeah, there we
You know
go.
what?
Oh, look at this.
Battlestar
know that
Galactica.
cover. That's a movie cover I forget what movie. I'm trying to remember.
Well,
He
well
just-
you're thinking. Well, anyway,
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't know that. That guy literally just said it though.
Right
Joseph.
now, I was
No,
just
Joseph, Jonah is not out to finish Megan Fox. Cut it out.
Oh yeah, because we're about to get the backstory for the drummer.
Hey, I like Megan Fox. Shut up.
I say we're about to get the backstory of the drummer. It turns out he's a mutant, the equivalent of a mutant. He was born with the genetic quirks, and that's basically what this whole issue is about. As Elijah, Jakita, and Ambrose make their way in and rescue him. And oh god, she just kicked that guy's spine out.
That's some Mortal Kombat shit.
That really is Mortal Kombat shit. That's a fatality.
It is. And everyone's heads, all the other kids' heads are about to explode. But they get it off of him because they don't want anyone to take them.
But why?
They say this one.
Why? So they can prevent because Planetary's showing up to take them. So of course they don't want him to be taken.
Yeah, look at that bad guy.
But they get it off of drummer's head. Yeah, look at that.
You'll never take my kid.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they failed miserably to save those kids.
But they at least saved one at least.
Yeah, and let like 6 others die. Good job.
I know. But yeah, he basically uses his abilities to cause the whole place to self-destruct.
Yay!
Oh, worst rescue ever.
It was the worst rescue ever.
I'm in agreement with that one.
They didn't bomb for that.
But yeah, so then he meets up with Stone again as they're chit-chatting a bit about all everything. Meets something like that. Now I love this cover here. I love this cover here because it's basically the copy of the Planetary Guide, which is the inside cover of the omnibus.
Oh, that's cool.
The omnibus. All the buses.
I mean, it's fitting given how we heard about these Planetary Guides.
Yep.
That bus goes in all directions.
Now this is where we get a bit more connecting the dots and everything, as they're in their Brazil headquarters.
Jesus
and
wants a hug.
What?
Jesus wants a hug. Did you see the statue?
Oh yeah, I did see that statue.
Give Jesus a hug. But yeah, so they make their way down, and we see all these different Planetary Guides. And basically, this is where Elijah starts to explain so much about what's been going on in the past number of issues. And basically, he starts to realize that being a Century baby meant that they are meant to do something special for the world. In his case, he's always going to save someone. Even means that other lives have to die to do it. If he's going to save someone he intends to save, he's going to do it.
So he's like Peacemaker?
Something like that, yes. But yeah, this is where then Chio and Jakita finds out about her mother, and he even says, "You could have been my daughter."
That's not helping the case from earlier.
But again, he was snapping at her simply because, like, I told you, it's like, but Elijah, don't give me that. I changed your diapers, meaning like I've known you since you were a baby.
Yeah,
I think she was talking about this woman not being like completely black or something like that because both. Her mom was black, and what was it? The
Tarzan guy, Blackstock.
Yeah, Black. God damn, that's a fucking porn star's name.
That is absolutely a porn star's name.
But basically, it's got all of this.
Black.
Yep, that's right. All of this, they basically were just getting a summary of everything that's been going on about how, and he's making the case that I'm saying we have to stop.
Joseph, enough of the bananas with the Jakita. Eat a banana is a great meal. Damn it, that robot in my local stew. Leonard sings that every single time.
Yeah, but yeah, basically it's made clear that again, we're just getting reiteration stuff like the four are just repressing all kinds of information, everything about it. And then I saved you, Jakita. The elders of the Opak Ray were going to leave you in the jungle to die. I saved you, Drums. You were a puppet, and all puppets are eventually tossed in the trash. I spent my life saving information, knowledge, and experience. And I'm going to save Ambrose. It's what I do. Yeah, I don't much care for who has to suffer for me to achieve that. I'm not playing anyone's game but my own anymore. But then the four attack the building, blasting it all the way down, killing everyone in the building. Fortunately, the bunker there to survive and withstand it all. So everyone else was killed, and this makes it clear to them more than ever. The four, there's no with them. They need to go down. They have to stop. They have to stop them now.
We have to take them down, but I mean necessary.
Exactly. Now this is where we then get a big reveal about with Jack Stone. Turns out he never worked for Anna Hark. He's been working with the four the whole time. It turns out he was the one who blew. He is the one who blew up Hark's building. He's the one who contacted Wilder to come in. And he's the one who posed as the mugger to lead Wilder there. Why? Because the four wanted to have some way be able to trigger it. They had no idea what would happen, of course, and it ended up sticking in their craw that they weren't able to get a hold of this. So they were ticked off at Stone. Stone, fearing his own life, that's the reason why he started pointing Elijah to start to remember to save his own neck.
Of course he did.
But because I can't have a major intelligence player helping the four, not now. And so this leads to a fight between them. And we find out that the same hand he used to kill the pigeon is called the Devil's Paw.
Of course. So,
which is a nod to something that not Nick Fury, but Baron Blitz Stokoff used in Shield.
You sure it's like a Hellboy reference?
I know who it is.
Yep. But yeah, it leads to a big fight, but Jakita's able to take him down hard.
So David and I'll get out there booing.
I love this. Well, I'm so glad you saved me from the four. I mean, they might have hurt me, you bastard. Turned out he had a bomb in his chest, but thanks to a little help of drummer and snow freezing it, they were able to get it out of him. And so he's saying now, I need to know more about the four. So we find out when the probe went through there, they ended up on another Earth. An Earth.
Of course they did.
It looks just like Apocalypse.
There's a face.
Oh my God! It's Apocalypse.
Wait, and look, doesn't that face right there? Doesn't that thing look a little like Unicron?
I'm about to say that's
Unicron.
Unicron.
But if you look at the face, if you look at the face over there, that's Unicron face.
But here's the thing, though. Basically,
Ego.
we find out the four are selling out Earth. So they're giving it to this other Earth so they can enhance them. And then they will do whatever they can to make Earth easy pickings for an invasion. And then the four will go off to another Earth. Because as far as they see it, there's an infinite multiverse. And who cares about out of one we came from?
So wait. So, but these jerks sold their own planet. Okay, the assholes. But it's called a unicorn fused with Ultron fused with Galactus.
Yep, and they go in there and they transform. But we also find out about Dowling's powers. Turns out he doesn't stretch like Reed. His mind stretches, and he can actually have bits of his mind leave his brain and infect your brain.
So he's the maker.
It's a little
brain stretchers or
basically he makes these little, like he says, it's not telepathy. His mind stretches and worms out and lays eggs and reproduces. Anyone who's ever been within 100 feet of Randall Dowling, it probably is if Dowling chose to take over him.
What the fuck? Ugh. Disgusting.
Now, this is the issue where we see
bullshit.
Now we get the fall of the remaining four. Oh,
checkmate puzzle.
I want those puzzles. I want that puzzle.
So yeah, they're shown to this communication device that they ripped out from Stone. They use it to contact the four, trying to set up something. Why? Because the four still has information that they can use to save Ambrose.
So they want to keep him alive and
no. They're willing to trade. They're going to say, "I'll give up my life for you to actually kill me, and anything you need if you'll give us the information and have them save him."
Okay.
So they're ready to make this deal and everything. And thus, he says, we're mystery archaeologists.
Man.
But yeah, and look it up.
Purposely.
You're back at the diner.
Yep.
Out.
Hey, bookends.
Yep. And there's Dowling and Siskin. They meet up there and they make an agreement. They scan him, find nothing on him, as agreed. He then gives they give him the information. Drums checks it out, says it's real. So he basically says, go off and head off now. Like, well, now just the three of us. What are we going to do with you, Mr. Snow? Well, we could agree that you've done very badly by this planet, withholding critical science and selling Earths out to some parallel world. It's not good, is it? We could agree to work together on planetary defense, save the world. What do you think? You think this world matters so much, don't you? There are millions of Earths, millions, and it's an accident of birth that put us here, nothing more. You do amuse me, Mr. Snow. It's a shame that I can't allow this anymore. You can't do a thing. You may be able to stretch your mind to other people's heads, but you can't kill. It's why you kept Green and Leather for so long. You don't talk to him like that. I kill too. Oh, I know. And you owe him a debt for making those goggles. Like, Mr. Snow, I can get into your brain before your powers harm us. And if you had another plan, well, my vessel can lift us out of here before you can do a thing. So, right, but then you're like, well, I wasn't, and you're saying you don't have anything. Well, I wasn't when you scanned me. Try contacting your ship. Try using your goggles.
Ooh.
What have you done, you bastard? Localized distortion of information, space. Drum slipped it to me when I handed him the device. There's only one form of communication, and that'll work right now. And it might answer a long-standing question of yours. Door. Transport. Randall, don't use that tone with me. You have been a spectacularly unsuccessful broodmare, and I keep you only out of sentimental. No, that's not possible. He can't have. What? What's he done? You told me he was no threat. You told me he was lucky, and that on his best day of his life, he knew exactly one thing that you don't. Go. I'm going. One thing. Oh no. Get back to the...
What?
No, you bastard!
Connor!
Yep, where to, Mr. Snow? Well, your ship's been buried under Death Valley for a few million years, Mr. Wilder. I think she should be taken for a spin. Then they basically pick up their bodies, go to that other world, and leave a message, basically saying, yeah, we'll do this to you if you try anything. We've learned how to kill more than 50 years ago, by the way. And if I don't just delete your universe from the informational superstructure of reality, your agents are dead. You are not welcome. Leave us alone. This is your only warning. Okay,
Nice.
I gotta ask, was this anticlimactic?
I mean, they kind of dope them up so much, and then
How do you follow burning Hades?
Wouldn't tell you, man. And then
But they already dealt with the one who burned the baby. They shoved
Wait, is this over?
it's
No,
okay.
well, we got one more issue.
Wait. What happened to the thing analog? What happened to
Oh, no,
him?
he got launched out on that monolith. He's out of the solar system.
Oh.
He can't get out or anything.
So
I just noticed
the thing
Joseph.
analog got the-
I just now noticed
thing
Joseph
in-
saying Jesus wants a hug. We now return to Jesus and Friends on South Park All Access.
Now, this is the last issue. It's an epilogue, and then we got the 3 crossovers. So don't worry, I'm going to speed through all of those. This is
I want you
basically
to
showing after a year, they've actually been utilizing so much of the Force tech that they've been keeping restrictive. Basically, this whole issue is now no longer considered canon with the rest of the Wildstorm universe, but it doesn't matter because it's wrapping things up. Basically, Earth has started to prosper now that the Four are no longer restricting their technology. But now they're going to try and use it to save Ambrose. And they basically deduced that his distortion might have actually hit him, slowed down time on him. But to try and reverse it or bring him back with what they know so far without waiting a while, if they try to do it and rush it now, it could risk damaging space and time.
What?
So basically, but Snow doesn't care. He wants to save Ambrose, no matter the cost.
Yeah.
So sure enough, they started to work on it. They start to do it, and then it seems like time is starting to collapse as others from other parts of the multiverse start showing up. Hey, you, quit worrying. The real good stuff hasn't happened yet. Well, not to you. As more and more show up, And then, sure enough, things start to go crazy. Jakita stops it, and Ambrose is there. They finally saved him. Doctors run over there, and like, what? That's it? You came back to see this? We thought it'd be funnier if I waited. Sorry. Meaning that he's been back in all these other worlds, but they held off until they made it clear. I'm never going to say it enough, but thanks, Elijah. Thank you for my life. And basically, yeah. So this was all an epilogue showing that, yeah, like in a long future ahead of us all. It's taken a long time to get here, but you and me and her and him, we're just getting started.
All right. Wait, there's more.
Editor on his last issue, Ben Abernathy, current editor of the Batman books.
Yeah. Wait, that good or bad?
That's good. Now, I said I'm just going to breeze through the crossover. Yeah, this is the crossover with the Authority. Like I said, this one, except for one moment, they don't actually meet, interact with each other.
No interaction.
Not really.
How is that a crossover then?
No, because they're both dealing with the same problem from a different point. So right now they're dealing with all of the these creatures. Now this is Phil Jimenez doing the artwork. Now
I love it. I love his artwork.
Back in 1931, Snow is meeting up with a writer. It's H.P. Lovecraft, and he finds these weird eggs. And playing up the idea of H.P. Lovecraft being a racist, he said he believed they were. He believes they were Negro eggs. He thinks that that blacks had were reproduced like lizards.
Oh yeah, I forgot. H.P. Lovecraft, the real guy with a jerk. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. Blow the eggs apart, Mr. Snow. No Nubian America. No Black Planet.
Yep.
Yeah, the Black Planet Public Enemy.
Yeah, go Google.
Oh yeah, look at that. We have Apollo and the engineer. The engineer. Not machine. But yeah, basically they're fighting off a bunch of them, but meanwhile, Snow is because he is aware where some of these creatures are coming from. He knows where to go, and they have to go.
Joseph's turn. We mentioned wrestling. Joseph has turned into Bobby the Brain Heenan, ladies and gentlemen. He cannot stop joking. So as Gorilla Monsoon, I gotta say, will you stop?
Also, I've been moving your guys' photos around minutes, and not a single fucking one of you said.
I have the full screen, Tristan. I can barely pay attention to what's on over here.
Is that just you out of boredom? Because I've been wondering about that for a while.
Yeah, why are you doing this?
Anyway,
just to see if anyone noticed.
No, I've been noticing. I just didn't say anything.
Same here.
Anyway, we're seeing this. We're seeing the Authority.
Are you okay at this point?
Yes, I'm totally fine, but I was just like.
Is this really that boring? Is this really that boring?
No, I just was curious if anyone would notice. That's it.
All right. Well, anyway, we get this moment then where Jenny Sparks sees Snow, and they flash back to 1939. Turns out the two slept with each other. Oh my God! Oh my God! Right. Were you any good? I was magnificent. You should have been there. I was never here. Neither was I. I know that bastard's face from somewhere. But yeah, so he basically the Authority have no clue about the snowflake, the supercomputer, or anything, but Planetary does. And turns out one of the scientists that was sent there is crazy. He feels that he can open up the portal and basically become a god. And so he kills everyone else. Well, like, why haven't you killed me yet? Because I need someone to have sex with as I kill the world.
Natural line.
What a terrible fucking answer! What a terrible answer!
Yep. That guy, we gotta get back here.
But yeah, so they get on board the carrier. They can figure out what's been going on with those other attacks going on. The Authority go after them, but by the time they get there, Snow and the others are gone out. And then they get there and they find out, oh, that guy died with a smile on his face. And they open up the world to another place as these giant mechs are flying around. This is what the Authority deal with. Meanwhile, then Planetary deal with an evil version of the Authority. How are they evil? Well, look at them. They look like reptiles and all that.
Lord have mercy.
So yeah, so they fight. So they fight off with them. So
They
basically,
look like deformed. Sorry, you mentioned they look like lizards. I'm thinking about to extreme dinosaurs and street sharks.
yeah.
Extra sharks. I love that show growing up.
Oh yeah, they fight them off. So basically, this is why it's still a crossover because they're both dealing with the same threat, but they are not interacting with each other directly.
Which is kind of a shame. I want to interact with each other. It could have been fun.
Warren Ellis wanted to do something different with the crossover concept with this.
Okay.
Like I said, the Authority may be ruling our ruling planet. The more we know of turning out like that, obsessed with ruling the world. Strange world. Let's keep it that way. Now next is the JLA planet. This one's an Elseworld. In this version, the planetary group are this world versions of the four. In fact, so they're the bad guys here.
Jerry Yardway.
The Planetary are the villains?
Yep, they are the bad
After they saved the world for the evil
because this is an Elseworlds.
Okay, I get that, but why make them the bad guys?
No, the Justice League can be the good guys.
Okay,
So basically,
but I would have them team up than be villains.
No. Okay, but again, he's trying to do something unique with this, Tavia.
Got it.
All right, but yeah, so basically we have Wonder Woman, and they're in a world that still has a lot of the technology. In this case, the door technology, but they're still being repressed. Everyone is still being repressed. Wayne Industries is still around as Diana meets up with Bruce. And I've always wanted to see stately Wayne Manor. We meet up with Alfred.
Bruce Wayne and his young ward Dick Grayson.
Yep, and then Mr. Kent shows up. Now, none of them have been Superman, Wonder Woman, or Batman. None of them. But they've all dealt with the Planetary. They've all affected their lives. Diana will get to a bit more, but we then find out that Snow killed the Waynes, and they also had the Kents killed. And look at this. Yeah. Superman is pissed.
God, this got dark. What?
Yep, but we also find out that in this version, Diana had left that version. It's basically just like the Planetary version of Wonder Woman, but she got out of there before the place was destroyed.
Before destroyed by the four.
So she survived.
Last one standing.
We find out that Barry Allen and the Atom have all been experimented on, and their technology stolen. So basically, this whole thing is for the Justice League, the Trinity, to take them down.
Of course. Wait. Does that know what the next universe? Or I know the Elseworld story. I get that, but does that mean Teen Titans exist?
None of them. No one exists. These are the only three remaining heroes.
So it's the Trinity, not
just the Trinity. It's because if they make their way in, they soon find Dr. Erdel, the guy who ended up bringing in the Martian Manhunter to Earth. Well, he's working on a similar technology. The Planetary decide to head on down there. Ambrose heads there, just as Martian Manhunter is brought in. But unfortunately, he dies because of the atmosphere in this version.
Damn! God damn it!
Why does everyone die?
Ambrose
Welcome to Earth. Oh God, he's dying.
Look at this. Look at this. Well, now, hello, Mr. Kid. Right, but as he's saying it, Superman just takes out his guns or explodes its communicator. They go in for an attack, but as the fight's going on, he then gets knocked into that device. And as he's falling in there, he is still slowing himself down. But unlike before, where it saved his life, this time it's slowing down it's slowing down his death. So he's going to be dying very slowly.
Oh my God, that's dark. That's a very dark death.
So they use that device to transport there, make their way up, and Superman's about to get killed.
Hey, Robert, before we started this, you said this was a love letter. Why does everyone keep dying?
This ain't look like it.
You know-
Go dog and messed up.
Hey, we'll
This is a Death
talk
Note.
more. We'll talk more when we're done. All right. But
Okay.
as I said, so Superman, he's being sucked down in the atmosphere. Now remember this: post-crisis Superman, he needed to hold his breath and everything
That's true,
before
yeah.
going into space. So he theoretically could die in space. So yeah, he gets launched into space with no air in his lungs.
Yep.
So Bruce and Diana head off. Turned out they killed off all the Green Lanterns.
Ooh.
What?
Of course.
How did they kill them that Green Cord?
Yep, and no, anyone who came to Earth, they stopped and put a bullet in their heads.
So John Stewart dead, Hal Jordan dead, Colin dead, everybody's dead.
Now we're about to have Diana versus Jakita.
Oh, this kind of cool fight.
Cat fight.
Yep. And Bruce puts on a proto Batman outfit and is ready to deal with Snow, who in this version looks a lot like Lex.
He does look like Super.
Luthor.
Yep. But it looks like for a moment Jakita's starting to win out, it seems like. Yeah, she's starting to win. But then Bruce gets the upper hand on Snow. Takes him down, but he says, you still won't kill me. You have to kill me or you'll never be safe. And Diana killed him.
Oof.
Of course.
Cool.
Well, Mr. Wayne, it seems that we've won ourselves a world. What shall we do with it?
Make it
And we then see a bit of Clark's bromades.
Yeah.
He's
Now-
dead? What
So
the
this is
hell? That's
last
not
one.
what I wanted.
This is
Last
Tim Love
one.
Letter, man.
Hey,
By the
last
way,
one.
I noticed
That's what-
Diana's got the white jumpsuit on from the 70s.
I
They
think
still
it's meant to
killed
be.
Superman. Superman's still dead now. What the hell? Like,
Anyway,
what?
Planetary Batman. Now again, this is originally going to be a different a chapter of the main book, but when they offered to do a crossover, he separated and decided to make it like this. And they said this book.
Story. Yeah.
This book honors several versions. And even at the bottom, look at this. This book honors several versions of Batman from past eras and should be taken in the context of the time of if each represents. The Batman holding a gun on page 40 is the same as depicted in Detective 32 from 1939. In other words, I'm making clear, don't bitch and moan is taken specifically from that version.
With I
this
agree.
is good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Finally, someone get the reference.
I
I'm
get it.
having it.
So yeah, basically they're in Gotham City that exists in here. And they meet up with Dick Grayson and Jasper, the Joker.
No Tim Drake? Boo.
I-
I want Tim.
Anyway, so yeah, they're in there. They're being walked around. As it turns out, someone is attacking and killing people. It's not said if it's Batman. It probably is not. But they find out about Crime Alley. They told you a head full of an abyss, or whatever. But yeah, they're trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out what's going on. But they say, "Damn it, I've seen that before." 1986. What happened in 1986? Partial multiversal collapse. The crisis. Several universes got folded into one.
Yep.
Multiple Earths occupying the same space. This is what happened to about a third of the combined population. Where the hell were you in 1986? Somewhere I wasn't supposed to be.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So yeah, they're heading through there though. They go for a walk until they find a guy named John Black. He's the killer. It hurts.
Who?
No, this guy's his name John Black. He's the killer
Oh.
that they're finding. Like no, apparently he's causing these worlds to portals to open.
Okay.
Like and then yeah, they soon meet up with
Batman.
there's Batman.
Batman.
You got that in any of your files? Never seen anything like it. You and Drums get after Black. I'll keep it busy. Not
940 Batman.
not a murder method I've seen, and I've seen most of them. What do you know about this? No, and nothing you need to know about. My associates are running down the man responsible. He has an unusual medical condition. We're taking him out of this city, and he'll be dealt with. He'll be dealt with here. And you just sit there into a fight between them, and let's put it this way, she starts to like him. It's definitely a problem for you. Tell me you're single. But as the fight's going on, it causes another shift. And as they're fighting, soon, well, he starts to win out against her. Oh, look at this artwork. This is also Cassaday.
That's weird. You should leave Shiva to bring him.
To a degree, but then this is different. Stand aside.
Now what,
Eric,
Batman?
you can do this if you want.
Adam, what? Stand Stand aside, citizen. There's a miscreant on the loose in the Gotham City.
And actually, weirdo, I'm going nowhere. You're staying here while my boys fix the situation.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but as a fully deputized police leader of the Gotham City Police Department, I cannot allow that man to go free.
If you go through me.
I can't hit a girl.
You know, you were much more attractive a moment ago.
Bad apologies.
By the way, bad female villain repellent.
Oh my god.
Get me the bat shark repellent spray.
Oh, I love that. Oh god. Okay, just give me a second. Let me just. Oops.
Frank Miller.
Oh, I'm busy tonight. You are costing me valuable time and protecting a lunatic. I know you're behind me. From this position, there are 9 different ways to take you down. 6 of them kill you outright. All of them lead to your friend here being accidentally rendered unable to walk for the rest of its life. Think carefully. Who are you? Who are you? I'm the Batman. Batmobile, intercept!
Frank Miller, Batman.
Batman. Maybe I should have a good name. Call me Mr. Freeze. Ha!
I love this.
That's Mr. Freeze to you.
Brain freeze.
I know.
Won.
But then they keep on fighting, and then there's another ship into the Neil Adams version.
Oh, cool, Neil Adams.
Yep.
I miss
Look,
Neil Adams.
look both ways before crossing the street. If you're sick, it's Arkham Asylum for you. But you're going to meet Commissioner Gordon's boys first, regardless. Sorry. Hurts. Of course it hurts. You've been run over. No, what I did. Not me. Didn't mean to. And as he said, the murders he committed while in this fugue state occurred on Earth. Somehow they have. What? What?
What is it?
What the heck?
Not her.
What is it?
It's not her. It's someone else.
Okay, someone get rid of that. Someone get rid of that.
I just did.
I can't.
Not again.
I can't.
Oh my god, I was muted this time. Oh my god. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I don't get. What happened?
But basically, we
A
get
troll was trying to spell something
Oh,
out that they
shit.
shouldn't be spelling out.
Damn.
Oh, and now look at this. Crime doesn't pay. Crime
9
mustn't
boys.
pay. Oh, but yeah, I then remembered about what happened. Apparently, that boy's kid was killed, and parents were killed just like him. Now, this Batman is clearly a unique Batman. John Cassaday's own take on Batman.
Oh?
The artist.
No, my bad. Sorry.
Oh God, you're not a cop, are you? I don't think vigilante is the right word either. What's your name? John Black. How did your parents die? They were shot. What are your intentions? The people who killed his parents killed many other people and left damaged goods like him behind. His memories will give us vital clues to tracking those people down and bring them to justice. They're the criminals here. It's your panic that's doing this. You've lost control and it's causing this rotation effect they're talking about. That was you, wasn't it? The little boy. How do you do it? How do you cope? Do you remember your parents? Yes. Do you remember their smiles? Yes. Do you remember the times when they made you feel safe? Yes. That's what you hold on to. That's what you could do for other people. You can give them safety. You can show them they're not alone. That's how you make the world, and the world makes sense. And if you can do that, you can stop the world from making more people like us. And no one will have to be scared anymore. He still needs to answer for the crimes he committed. He will. And the families will be aided and compensated to the best of our considerable resources. Not the same as having their loved ones back, but it's better than nothing. We're rotating back. He's relaxed. I'm trusting you to do the right thing. I don't care if you're from my reality or not. This is still my city, and I'll find you if I have to. I totally beat you up, you know. If that's what you want to believe. I totally kicked his ass. You like him, don't you? He's your special bat friend. Get away from me. Told you this town is insane. And that's everything. That was everything. So, what did you all think?
Oh my
This
god.
is weird, confusing, also very interesting, but one else.
Unfortunately, it's only more confusing because I breezed through it all. But overall,
I begin to think we need to do these in parts because you keep breezing through everything.
Yes.
Context is lost.
I understand that.
Yeah,
but did it at least get you guys? Did it get you guys interested to want to buy it?
Not
I'm
really.
going to check the series out. Maybe.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it was amusing, but it wasn't the love letter that I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Well,
this
but-
didn't
okay.
go, this felt cynical.
But it's still, you could definitely tell the X-Beast, the nods he was making to everything. Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of them died, but it's also his way of just trying to, oh, geez, someone, I think that's on my end. Hold on.
No, you might have some on your end, but I've gotten 3 on my end.
Okay,
I think
Raymond, you
they're all
got
the
that
same
one
person,
too?
actually. Yeah, they're all the same person.
You're right.
It's
Yeah,
fine,
I-
my end work, but
Yeah, and they're trying to make Thomas Rowley up. I know that's not the same person.
No,
they're the
it's
reason,
not.
They're the
No.
reason why I give so many wrenches out, by the way.
Yep.
Well,
That way
this was really easy to tell, and I just reported him for impersonation. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, but overall, would you guys still say this was an interesting story still?
I've been an interesting story.
Interesting
Again,
would
Wild
be a weird
Story was
idea.
even, I don't know anything about it.
story.
The only Wild Story I know about Wild Story was the 40, Midnight Apollo, and
Yeah, I get that, but-
that's it.
But this whole idea of them trying to find out the truth and that, about the secrets, and how the 4 were trying to keep it all, condensed
Yeah, keep it
and
secret
everything.
from themselves because they eat
Yeah.
up in that before.
And
They're
then
not-
obviously, and then
Yeah.
just seeing all this different stuff about, basically he's okay. Maybe it wasn't so much a love letter, so much as it was a shout out to all the history of 100 years. And you gotta
Was it
say he
homage?
definitely what?
Yeah, but, I think the word you're looking for is an homage.
Homage, yes,
perfect.
Yeah, much.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you guys see also the artwork was incredible, wasn't
That
it?
was great.
Yeah,
I love the
yeah,
art.
yeah,
That was
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
The
Actually,
artwork,
speaking of
I-
homage, sorry,
The artwork
but
was-
speaking of homage, I realized there was no homage to Spider-Man, which is confusing because everybody could.
Oh, geez, we got another guy. We got another one.
No,
Uh,
Anyone, just block and ignore. Don't they just want
No, that was on
attention.
that was on your end. I know that was on mine. That was on mine.
No, that one's on your end, man.
Pad.
Uh,
Pad.
who are
these
these
guys
jerks?
are out of here.
It's Comicsgate.
Losers.
Of course, woman not surprised. Those assholes.
No comic skate, I know. These comic skaters are jerks. Sheesh.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
jerks.
but anyway, but what did you guys think about Snow?
Snow and anything hero. Anything. Wait, was he the hero or the villain?
He's the hero. Snow is the guy in white.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
him. My bad. I do like Snow. I think the Indian character.
Eric,
Yeah.
what'd you think of Snow?
Yeah, I agree with Tavia. He was interesting for what he was. That take was seeing all this happen all throughout the years and stuff. And slowly uncovering his past and all the conspiracies.
Did you notice
Yeah.
the change in him from the moment he I'll buy another one. Did you notice though the change in him from the moment before he remembered everything to afterwards?
Yes,
He became
I did notice.
less of a jerk. He became actually.
Yeah, well, no, he became much more serious about everything.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Apparently, I
Yeah.
can't seem to hide anyone on my own channel. What the hell?
I can't do it
What?
either.
That's odd.
I can't do it either, man. So
Yeah, it says
I
error.
can't do
Try
either.
again. What the hell?
yeah, I don't
What's
know.
going on here?
Okay, well, I just put him in timeout so I can and deal with that.
I got it.
Oh, Tris,
Oh.
I think you got it, Tris. Thanks.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. What the hell's going on there?
Yeah, I don't get what was going on. Oh, but there's another one disguised as you, Tris.
Oh, it's the same
Of
one again.
course.
That's fine. Just ignore them.
Yep, sorry. I just see
Yeah,
you
I
guys
think
coming out of the
more.
woodwork. But anyway,
Yeah.
Jeremy, what did you think about Snow?
Not interesting enough that would have engaged me into reading the rest of that. I can promise you that much. Like, I just didn't find him interesting enough that would make me go buy the whole series to read it.
All right, Raymond.
Actually, Dead Guy kind of said my sentiments exactly. It's fine for what it
Sorry.
is. It's just not something that is not
Alright.
something that I'm all that interested in.
All right, Carrie.
It's depressing. Watching
It
all
is.
this
Wait,
die.
the man
And
stabbed.
I'm
What
like,
the hell?
I don't know. It was it'd be like, no, I don't know if I'd visit it. Definitely wouldn't reread
Well,
if
it's
I
Waterstone. Waterstone always depressing.
Okay. Tristan, what
I
about
think,
you?
okay, here's the thing. If we're comparing like teams that are similar with these guys in the Authority. The Authority to me is far superior, far more interesting. Maybe it's because there was more characters, or the fact that I like Peter and Apollo so much. But honestly, I liked the characters. And now I can't unhear Jakita though. Like when you say Jakita, I love it. I love it. But there was some points that were so absurd that
like,
I literally
the baby and all that.
Roasting the motherfucking baby and then killing the entire Trinity, like, absurd and amazing all at the same time.
That's true, but
amazingly absurd.
Now, in the case of with the Justice League and everything, let's be the Trinity. Oh no, I mean that one Trinity, But again, that emphasizes the threat level that they have. That Planetary have. But I think also
not Planetary. The four who are
the four. But let's be honest though, when it comes to the four and everything, they were building up so much of it was built up because they had Leather and Jacob. Remember that they had Leather and Jacob
and Invisible Woman analogs.
Yeah, they were their muscle. Whereas since Dowling couldn't stretch like Reed, he wasn't. Yes, he was smart. Yes, you can get in your head, but clearly he can only do it so far. And of course, Suskin is basically she's the Invisible Woman. Yes, she can kill, but she's not as effective as the other two. You take those two off the board. Those other two, they have their intellect to run on, but that's about it. So in a way,
they're more the muscle. They're more kill first, act when never.
Exactly. So it made sense then that the way they went down, anticlimactic, but it made sense given everything. It was a better.
It is anticlimactic. Like all that builders would be a big
I
mega
say they got what they deserved.
Oh yeah, but
they
you
did,
think
yes,
that was
but
worth
it's not
it.
anticlimactic. Like this ain't in the main villain like 2 seconds. What the heck? I want a big fight between
Yeah, but really though, you can't fight these two really because that would be pointless. Yes, Snow could have frozen them, but like he said, oh yeah, you try and freeze me though, I'll just get in your mind and make you stop before you have a chance to.
Yeah.
So this whole catch them off guard and utilizing the one thing that they got that they four couldn't get, the big ship, made sense.
Yeah, it did, and then they're like, "Curse you!"
I am you bastard. Now, what about now? So, what would you say was your favorite, like an issue that really caught your interest? Maybe not your favorite, but really it stood out.
Dead babies.
Would you stop?
Like honestly, it was so surreal that I was like, this is happening. This is happening. Like babies are my kryptonite, and the fact that they just framed this baby, and then the rest of the issue was murder, mayhem, and genocide.
But didn't you also say that was ugly before I said?
Oh, it was absolutely ugly. Some babies are ugly. Let's be real here, but they're still adorable.
Yeah, but come on, just the whole idea of them killing off a Kal-El XP. It's like, well, if you were a villain and you know how powerful this alien would be, you'd kill it the soon moment it got there.
I wouldn't. That kid become my weapon.
Like,
well,
Robert,
that too.
It reminds me of what you told me about those bad guys in Booster Gold. If they knew, they would just go back in time when Booster was a baby, and boom.
Yeah, if he saw Booster was a threat, exactly. But okay, but overall though, what would you guys, if you had to give a rating to this, 1 to 10, just to be simple, Tavia, what would you give this?
Wait, I never get my favorite moment of the entire series.
Oh right.
Yeah, because I thought my favorite moment of the entire series is concerned. I think my favorite moment of the entire series with the whole innocent story with the backstory of the female.
Jakita?
Yeah, I like her backstory.
Chiquita.
Yeah, I love her character.
Yep. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that too, and the fact that she got the whole "I get bored easily" from her parents. Clearly, it's what brought her about.
That was fun. I love her character. In fact, I would love to see her team on John. I know that's not gonna happen because watch any fun DC right now, but if we can see her appear again in main DC eventually, maybe.
Yeah, I think you could fit in the main DCU. She would be an okay. Could you guys imagine Planetary, some version of them, not exactly what we had here, but some version of them in the main DCU?
I'll go for that. Hey, I plan
Maybe it was Wildstorm.
Check your general villain. Oh, that gave me an idea. Hold on, I just realized something. I know. You know, they were off.
Okay,
topic,
Tavia, let's let everyone else get a chance. Eric,
Sorry.
what would you rate this, and what would you rate this?
I need to read more because again, you browsed right through it. The artwork gets a 10. The artwork gets a 9. The artwork, John Cassaday does great artwork. Yes. I'll say that. That story again, I'd have to read.
It's a dense read. It's a dense read. But look, it's $75. It's $75.
It is.
Okay.
Yep, but on Amazon, it's reduced down to. Let me check where it's at currently.
Is that $44 or something?
Something like that. Let me check. Hold on.
Because if I read more.
What? What I miss now?
He went from a movie to his car to his room to another room, and now he's like in the fucking living room.
Yeah, he can't stay in one place for too long.
Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah. If you want to get on Amazon, it's $44.49.
Nope.
That's not bad.
Because because my rating would be higher, but just based on your summary, it's a 7.
All right. Okay, Jeremy.
Yeah.
What would you?
My
what's
rating.
your favorite scene, and what would you rate this?
My favorite scene?
Yep. Or issue.
We'll go scene because those issues for me were all over the place. So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the appearance of Frank Miller Batman. That's my personal. I enjoyed that.
That was fun.
That. And then rating. I mean, 5.5.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad.
6 for originality, but it was all over the place. I didn't like the story at all.
All right, Raymond, what about you?
Favorite scene is when Snow kicked that one dude in the balls.
You mean wait, kick Leather or kick Dracula? Because he did both.
I don't know. He kicked someone in the balls.
There was multiple balls bashing.
I'm assuming Dracula because he kicked his balls off.
Okay, let's go with that one. And as for a score, it's a 6. It's a 6 mainly just for the art. The story wasn't all that interesting.
Again, it's because it's not good for summarizing. I will be honest.
It felt very disjointed the way you described it. It felt all over the place. And there was a couple times I was like, who's that fucking character? Like, there was a couple times, but it felt very disjointed.
Yeah,
I understand. That is the one downside of my show.
Yeah, I think you should have chosen a better book for this.
Maybe this should have a 2-part.
Maybe I should have done the Ultimates. Maybe I should have done the Ultimates.
Ultimate is the one that you understand. I do open this 2. I don't open the 1. So.
My final answer is a 6 for the art and the ball kicking.
Okay, Carrie, favorite.
Yeah, this should have been a multi-parter, Rob.
You're right. You are right. Carrie, favorite issue or scene and your rating.
That the interior of that ship was just amazing and beautiful.
Yes,
it was. Cassaday's artwork and that. Overall, though, again, art is great, like everybody else is saying, but I'm gonna have to be like a 5. It just felt like Ellis was just trying to do this like weird tribute to every genre he loved.
That's the word I should have done more. Not love letter, a tribute. It's what I should have said.
Yeah, tribute. Love letter.
Homage.
An homage.
Yeah, it's like every issue was something. Like you had the kaiju issue, then you had the pulp hero issue. It was like, okay, where are we going with this? How does this all connect together in one?
The kaiju issue is my favorite.
I might need to just read it.
It does connect. Yeah, I noticed it connects together at the end. It just takes that, but because it's 27 issues, it takes a while to get there.
Yeah,
it's a very
26 and an epilogue.
Yeah, this is definitely a writing for the trade comic. It was very decompressed. This was at the height of decompression of comics, or just above the, or I should say, just about the peak of it, because we hadn't gotten to Bendis Ultimate Spider-Man.
Bendis Bendis done great. No,
Bendis, Robert and I agree on one thing about Bendis. He's great at the ground level heroes. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, those sort of guys. Guys, give him a superhero. He doesn't know an all.
He has to ground him. He feels the need to ground him.
He doesn't know
Naomi.
a psycho from a psychic from a psycho.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Tristan,
Yeah.
favorite issue or scene, and what would you rate this?
Mhm.
I did like that. You pointed out some stuff I didn't even notice when I first originally read the first. I think I only got to maybe issue 8, but I mean, oh my god.
You mean the Paul Piro connection?
Yeah, I know. Like even I didn't know that was like Mothra and
Oh
stuff in the beginning, like because I don't know kaiju's very well. But,
Your favorite scene was infanticide, wasn't it?
yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's be real. Not only that, but like I really like the little Death and Sandman and the Constantine stuff.
Oh
so,
yeah.
I mean, really cool. I would say overall, though, I'd give it a 5. If I had read it and knew all the context and the nuance within the story, that could have easily changed. But with something quick like this, I think a 5 is fair.
Right. I gotta say that Vertigo issue was definitely one of my favorites. Just this
it's
whole,
really good.
Again, given the context of the era, it made sense that in his mind he was closing the door on Vertigo in a lot of ways.
Robert, I gotta go.
It's all right. I was gonna wrap up anyway, Tris. I was about to wrap up.
I never get my rating.
What was your rating?
Hurry up.
I thought the series as a whole. Okay. Trying to look better because I got so confused and lost. That's.
Yeah. Sorry, David. Yeah, make it quick.
I know.
Our bladders cannot hold it anymore.
To make that super quick, I give this series a. I know, and I'm gonna hear about it. I'll get 5 out of 10.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
I feel confused.
That's fair. But again, thank you guys so much. 200 lessons, nothing to sneeze at, is that? Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
And I already got so many in the can already for the next couple of weeks. So we'll be hitting the 250 in no time. So
I'm doing more DC Looney Tunes, guys.
Yep, that's the next. After we actually have Booster Gold, and then after that it'll be more DC Looney Tunes with this guy here. And
Way too much.
Yep, and we'll see you all on the next one, though.